Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. I was about to say good morning, but it's not. It's the afternoon. But good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope everyone is good today. I hope everyone is good. And I'm alright. Still carrying Voldemort. Nothing's changed with that. But other than that, we are alright. Had a late night. My daughter and her bloody friends staying up like they're fucking teenage boys or something. Sounded like they were fucking play fighting and shit yesterday, but yeah, you would have thought it's still her birthday. It was her birthday on Friday. Now they've gone to Brent Cross to go and get boba and Korean hot dogs, and like the money just don't stop in it. Just don't stop. Just don't stop. So it's an absolute joke. It's like there's someone in the building. Big yourself up, whoever that is. Say hello, and I'll big you up. Um, Apologize for the grease, man. I need to have a shave. I need to sort myself out, but we were just up and about. Um, yeah. Big up Shane Gooner. Woke up to the WhatsApp. Um, Obviously, he was showing me a picture of Berta confirming because we were having a chin wag about Berta, and I keep asking everyone, why ain't he been confirmed yet? Imagine if we rock up in summer and we've got like Thomas Ato, not Thomas, Jason Ato or Thomas Rosicki, or you see what I'm saying? Like, why have we not been confirmed? Why is it not? Why is it taking all this time? But then we woke up today. Big up Dan Potts as well. Maybe he's got like an inside scoop or something. But he done a show yesterday saying that Berta's going to be appointed very soon, and then lo and behold, he's appointed the next day. So great, great. No complaints from me whatsoever. The best candidate that was available, in my opinion. Definitely didn't want Ato. Definitely didn't want Thomas Rosicki. Because what have they done? Ato had his chance to shine. January came and he went on holiday. So I'm just like, what do we want that guy for? So big up Arsenal, man. Got a picture of Richard Garlick. I'm going to put the picture up as well because I had to put this together because me being petty, and you guys can come and cuss me out, tell me about how I look and uncle views and whatever you want, bro. I'm kind of petty like that as well. That's why I like Northside so much. You see, like when Northside cusses people out and tells them about they're looking like this, they're looking like that. I know it's kind of shallow, but that's just kind of the humor that I've got. So I do apologize. Hey, good afternoon, my bro. Static. Thank you for passing through. Hope you're good today. Yeah, I know. It's official now. Berta officially at Arsenal now. Yay. 2 likes, like and subscribe. Big up, man. First person to say anything in here today. There's 3 people. So whoever else, say hello. Say hello. We're gonna be here. Yeah, we're gonna be here. I thought I'd come on just a tad earlier because of the Berta news. Obviously, I wanted to speak about that. But is it me, yeah? Or is he like Berta? I'm gonna show you now, yeah. I had to do a quick pick. I'm not even gonna lie. And I'm just like, why does this guy look like this? Like the top of his head. I'm just like, bro, his eyes and all that, yeah. I don't know about you, man, but I'm gonna show you now. It took me like 2 seconds, bro. I'm gonna show you now. Don't you think? I don't know if you guys can see it. I wonder if I can go on. Can I zoom in at all? Maybe I can. Yeah, look. Can I zoom in? Can you see? I had to go and put this together quickly, bro. Because look at the top of Berta's eyes. Yeah, I looked at his face and I saw this picture. And I woke up this morning. I hadn't smoked. I hadn't done anything yet. And I thought, why did this guy look like 30 days of night? Am I going mad? You know me. I'm shallow anyway. People can cuss me out. Whatever, you know what I mean? I can take it, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. But why does this guy look like, bro? And I'm like this, bro. Like, even the missus, you get me? She says it to me all the time. You're so shallow. You're so, like, anyone comes on telly, like, if they look like a farm animal or if they remind me of something, do you know what I mean? Then it always comes to my head. And I saw the top of this guy's eyes, bro. Look, I don't know if you can see my arrow from the mouse. top of this guy's eyes. I said, why does he look like 30 Days of Night? So I had to go and just slap that on him quickly, bro. But yeah, man, it's all been confirmed. Very happy with that, of course. You know, all been confirmed. The man them is saying it in the group chat. Happy days. Obviously, I'll be over the moon if this guy ever gets confirmed. Do you know, like that? Everyone keeps talking about Isaac, and I hear it. You know, Dan Potts. A couple of other people have said, look, just go and just blow the whole budget and get Isaac. But I think that's pretty silly. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know if Isaac directly suits the way that we play. That's the first thing. I don't know whether Arteta's going to ruin him in this system that we play. That's the second thing. And if we're going to play with all these crosses and all that other crap, then I'd rather have someone like Gyökeres, yeah, because he's a step up on Sesko. I see what you're trying to do with the whole Sesko thing, but I'm sorry, I don't want another project. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want someone who I can't expect to get me goals. That's just the facts. I don't want someone who I can't. You know what I mean? I want to expect goals from you. Big up Dan Potts as well. He was talking about Osherman, 65 mil or something like that. Like, it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer, you know. And if you'd ask me now, bro, come summer, I wouldn't even go in for Isaac. I don't think he's going to leave anyway. That's the first thing. Secondly, why would he then come and sign for us when they've had a better season than us this year? Probably get into Champions League. So what's the point of coming to sign for us? And thirdly, like, we're going to pay some exorbitant amount of money. And don't get me wrong, Isaac is worth it. But we don't just need Isaac. If it was just Isaac we needed, cool. But we don't just need Isaac. We don't, you know? We need a left winger. We need backup centre-backs. You might want to use Ben White. You might want to use Calafiori. All right, cool. So maybe that might not be so much of a thing. But we still probably need a left-back because Kieran Tierney's leaving. Miles Lewis-Skelly ain't a left-back. He obviously can hold down that position for us. But even then, you know, we're going to need cover. You might want to use Calafiori for that again, but he's injury prone and he's not a left back in my opinion. Just from when you watch the Italy game, was it against Germany, and he got injured just recently. You see how we fell over, bro. He does that all the time. Like, if he moves too quick and like a sharp direction change, that's it. He's collapsing under his legs, bro. Like Bambi on ice. Honestly, it's like he can't use his body properly. The amount, like, I've seen about 3 times already, I've seen him collapse like that under his legs, like in a heap, and he's injured, twisted knee, or do you know what I'm saying? And as I keep saying on all these shows, Italian defenders, they don't really do it in this league, innit? Let's just be honest. No, not to say no one could ever do it, but they just don't. So why we went and bought this guy, I really don't know. We needed a centre back. You bought a centre back, but you don't want to play him there. Make it make sense. Arteta with his fucking, square peg, round holes, whatever the saying is, this is what he does. Ben White was a centre back, remember? Pushed out to right back because it never worked. He weren't good enough at centre back. Even at right back, they're still, I mean, I like him. He's good enough to play for the team, definitely. But there's still certain questions, and even recently when he's came back, he hasn't looked that fit. Goals that we've conceded, you're seeing him running back. He's like, listen, it's what it is though, cool. Maybe that isn't so much of a priority, but getting a couple of wingers is. Yeah. Getting another attacking midfielder, or depending on what you're going to go for, if you're going to go for a 6 or you're going to go for an 8, do you know what I mean? You might even need both. So I don't know, man. I think Berta's got a very, very big job ahead of him. You get me? I wish him all the luck in the world. Of course, I want him to succeed. I hope he has power at the club and isn't just a yes man. And yeah, like I said, I'm fully, I'm expectant of Berta. I'm expecting you to have some contacts. I'm expecting you to know a few people that you can say, all right, boom, boom, boom. We got this tier, that tier, that tier. We got some unearthed gems. We got some potential. We got some well beaters, ready to go people now. I'm expecting that from you, 100%. And obviously, it's all over Sky before anyone starts to, I don't know, say anything like it hasn't been confirmed yet. Like I said, man, I want to see these pictures. That's what I wanted to see with Zubamendi, you know. Maybe that would have calmed me down only a little bit though, guys. I'm not saying it would have calmed me down massively, but it would have calmed me down a little bit if when they announced the whole Berta thing, the Zubamendi thing, he was sitting down um the same way that Berta is. Yeah, you just seen it there for yourself. That's the picture I got of Sky Sports, by the way. Let me just share Sky Sports in case people think I'm waffling, but I don't know what's going on for my internet's moving a little bit shaky, so I do apologize for that, gang. Just building up to the game. We got about 15 minutes, so I'm going to get all that stuff on the screen soon. Big up my broski tops, man. T Chanzo Sports. That's a real one right there. He is going to be on my platform. I think we've planned in for April the 11th. Obviously, I've got doctors, possible biopsy coming up. I've got the Emirates. I am actually confirmed to do 2 days of the 3 days work, which is cool for me because the first day is always like mega hard. So I'll be down there. So watch out for a blog. I'm going to try and do a blog from the Emirates, of course. And then we're going to get back into some Under the Lenses. Big up my man like Static. You get me? You can catch him on the Under the Lens. I'm going to have Aaron Talks Arsenal on the Under the Lens. I'm going to try and get Kenny Ken, legend. I want to try and get Matty, the Southern Gooner. Definitely someone I rate highly. I've already had Shane Gooner. I've already had Gun Down. I've already had Luca Talks Ball a little bit. So yeah, we're just going to keep on going. We're going to keep on going. And anyone else that wants to do it, just let me know. But here we are, gang. Here we are, gang. Rashford starts up front for Villa, so I suppose it's probably worth checking into that. And as you can see, all of the pictures, you get me, man, sitting down there with you get me with the contract. That's what I want to see. So even if they done that with Zubamendi, yeah, when they were trying to tell us that we signed him, I wouldn't have been like 100% happy because we needed him now, yeah, and we need players now. Because what do we win in summer? However, I could understand why some fans would be like, all right, cool. You know, I can understand why some fans might be a little bit appeased by the news that we've signed Zubamendi, but he's not coming till the summer, especially if he's doing what Berta's doing there, right here with the contract. You understand? That's when I start believing things. That's when I start believing things. You know what I'm saying? And then if that was to be the case, then of course, like I said, I still wouldn't have been like 100% happy because we need players now. However, I'll be like, all right, cool. It's not ideal. We needed help this season, but you know, you've tried to get something done, and we know he's definitely coming in the summer. It's a guarantee. And that's what I was saying yesterday and the day before. You know, until Berta's confirmed, how do we even know it's a guarantee? But now it is. So I can shut my mouth, you know what I'm saying, and just hope and pray that Berta, you know, he lives up to the hype. Lives up to the hype. But here we go. Let me just have a quick little look. Let's sit up actually. Marcus Rashford starts up front for Villa as Ollie Watkins drops to the bench after being unavailable to feature for England during the international break. Thomas Tuchel's first squad. Oh, he was not named in it due to a minor knee injury. Oh yeah, I think I heard about that. Asensio comes back into the attack, someone that we should have got. John McGinn. For John McGinn, sorry, while Lucas Digne starts at left back instead of Ian Matson. Okay, so Aston Villa team, Emi Martinez definitely shouldn't have got rid of him. Should still be at Arsenal, but another mistake from the Lego head. Cash, Konza, Mings, Digne, Tielemans, Kamara, Asensio, Rogers, Ramsey, Rashford. Not a bad team at all. And then they've obviously got the likes of Onana, Marlon, Watkins all on the bench, Garcia, Torres. Like, they got a good squad, innit? Good squad. Obviously, Preston North End at home. So I'm just going to go down and see if they're saying anything about Preston. FA Cup history, last time out, Preston 2, Portsmouth 1. Fair play. So where's the lineup for Preston then? Maybe it's a bit further down. Am I going mad? What do you guys think, man? Do you think this is going to be easy pickings for Villa? I think, was it Static or someone? No, I don't know if it was Static. Someone said like 3-0 Villa, like it's going to be an absolute whitewash. And I don't know, man. That's the magic of the cup. I'm feeling a little bit chilly, guys. Let me just give me like literally 1 sec. I'll be straight back. My apologies. Yeah, it was a bit chilly, so I thought let me just get my jumper on. Let me just get my jumper on because it looks bright outside. Obviously, I've just put in some fingers against the blind to try and keep the sunlight coming through because I'm up in the bedroom. Like I feel like a prisoner. Yeah, been up here for days. Didn't even see my daughter for most of her birthday, and it's her birthday on Friday. It's Sunday, and they're still celebrating. You see what I'm saying? I was saying to my missus, "Raw," because when it's my birthday and it gets to 12 o'clock, everyone's ready to pack up. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not your birthday anymore. Like I've had that said to me, you know. Fucking hell, and it's Mother's Day today, so I've got my mum coming later. I've just ordered her a little mini hamper online, so that should be coming soon. I'll just give that to her, and then she's got work tomorrow, so she's gonna go off. She's probably gonna stay for about an hour. So I'm gonna be here most of the time. Yeah, Macaulay Culkin settings today, guys. Macaulay Culkin settings today. Most of the time, actually. Most of the time. That's what I'm saying. You have these kids, bro, and they get big, and then they don't even give a shit about you. You know what I'm saying? Like I was thinking I was gonna go out with my daughter, and she's telling me, "Nah, mate, daddy's gonna cramp the style." So I was like, "Wow, imagine that." Definitely Uncle Views now. You see it? But what I'm gonna do is I think the game's on BBC One, guys. The game is on BBC One. So I'm just gonna get all of that lined up now. Quarterfinal business. You might hear, let me turn that down just a little bit. I'm not gonna turn it down all the way, I don't care, because I hate watching football in silence, people, man. But I was just reading the lineups, and on Sky, I've just missed it on BBC, but I think I found it here on Sky. So Preston are without first choice goalkeeper Freddie Woodman. I don't know a damn. I couldn't name you one player from Preston. I'm sorry. Football casual, whatever. I'm not a historian. I support Arsenal, not the whole league. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. Or the whole bloody knowing everything about everyone in the country. But anyway, due to injury, while Milutin Osmajic is on the bench after being charged by the FA for allegedly making racist remarks towards Burnley's Hannibal Mejbri. Yeah, anything racist, then get the fuck out. Like there's no sympathy from me, not at all. Do you know what I mean? Ban him, whatever. Lindsay drops to the bet. I mean, have they given me team news? Hold on, so they might, yeah. So where's the Preston? Like I said, I don't know. There we go. So they got Cornell, Magoma, Whiteman, Keane, Reese, Frokjaya, Brady, Story, Hughes, Gibson, Thordardson. I don't know any of these guys, but this is massive for them. Quarterfinal of the FA Cup against the Premier League side. Like, if you're not going to be up for this, then I don't really know what to tell you. Do you know what I mean? You ain't going to be up for this. I don't know what to tell you. Keane aiming to get the better of Rashford. Okay, fair play. Among the goal scorers, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I'm expecting Preston to be fully up for it. I mean, they could just be outclassed straight off the bat. You know, I'm not going to act like that can't happen, but I don't know. It's the FA Cup, in it. The magic of the cup. The magic of the cup, you know. Let's see what's really good. Look at 30 Days of Night over here, bro. Look at 30 Days of Night. Pressure to live up to billing at Arsenal. So yeah, there's that. We know that he's gonna have to have a massive summer. And look, they're already starting Sky. But has to get top centre forward or Arsenal's new sporting director deliver. But here what? At least they've actually confirmed it now. Because they were look, what's on Berta's Arsenal's to-do list, right? They were doing this like a week ago. Do you know what I'm saying? Before he's even been confirmed. And I'm like, well, what's going on with that? Like, why are you doing that? Big up Godfrey, my brother. Hope you're well today. Paul Heckingbottom, you know, the manager of Preston. Never even heard of these dons. But this is what's so good about the FA Cup, guys, and we are here for it. We are here. But yeah, I've only brought up Sky just to kind of have a look at the Aston Villa team news because I know fuck all about Preston. I'm just going to keep it so real. But fingers crossed they can do something today, man. They get me, bun Villa. I don't hate Villa, but you know, I kind of want them to do all right because of Unai Emery, but only muy poquito, you know, like that, not too much. Just I'd rather Villa win the FA Cup than a Man City, for instance. Do you know what I'm saying? Even a Forest, because Forest fans, big up Wolfie, they've been getting a bit too big for their boots. And I always liked Unai Emery. I'm sorry, why didn't you ever give him no chances? And I think he's learned English very well. And listen, if we would have gave him 5.5 years and 750, we would have at least had a Europa League cup by now. 100%. 100%. Look at what he's doing, bro. At Aston Villa. Come on, man. He's a bad boy manager. A lot of Arsenal fans still don't want him, even after the fact. But let's be honest, and I think Aaron Talks Arsenal said it best, bro. Whether you liked Unai Emery or not, if you knew we was going to rock up with Arteta, you probably would have kept Unai. I would have. I would have gave him some more time. 100%. Big up Godfrey. I just want an underdog to win the FA Cup, either Forest or Palace. Bro, I hear you, bro. But I'd rather... I mean, listen, I ain't got a problem with Nottingham Forest either. I ain't got a problem with them. I just think, like I said, a couple of their fans getting a bit too big for their boots because of the great season that they're having. And they are having a great season. I was happy to see them go to Wembley. I probably would have preferred Brighton. I felt like Nottingham Forest rode their luck a little bit in that game as well yesterday, especially in extra time. Brighton had a good couple of opportunities. So, yeah. But I'm with you, though, bro. Obviously, if Forest or Palace won it, you know, I'd still congratulate them. I'd still be happy that an underdog won it. But yeah, I think if anything, fuck it, make Preston win it. Or even Crystal Palace. But then you've got Crystal Palace D in it. You know, D, the Crystal Palace fan. They already think they can talk to Arsenal as it is. So most of the stuff that I'm saying is purely just from rival fans and not wanting to hear them chat shit. But at the same time, it would be great for football. So even if Forest or Palace did win it, I'd have to hold my hands up and say at least it ain't Man City or Chelsea or one of them shit teams that I don't like. So, and the thing is, Man United can still win something this year. They're in the Europa League still. The same for Spurs. Imagine that. Newcastle's already had a better season than us. Crystal Palace getting to a semi-final. I mean, we did as well in the Carabao, but the FA Cup's probably better. So you could have an argument that they have had a better season than us. Whoever goes on to win the FA Cup, better season than us, guaranteed. Newcastle have already bettered our season. That's the facts, bro. That is the facts. Big up Godfrey. Yeah, they're showing a lot of chess, bro. Big up Wolfie, though. I like it. I like the fact that he can rattle people, and you get me. But it's almost like delusion as well. I'll say the same thing about Deji. Like, you've always got so much to say, but look at the teams you support. With Nottingham Forest, I suppose it's a little bit different. I mean, they're having a great season this year, but I don't know. Is Nottingham Forest a bigger club than Spurs? History-wise, probably, yeah. But in terms of infrastructure and fans and the type of money that they make and stuff, like as of right now, are they a bigger club than Spurs? I don't know. Probably not. But where do Spurs fans get off talking to Arsenal fans wild? But everyone does. Like, we're the whipping boys of the league, the banter boys. So it's kind of, you get me, it's kind of for those reasons why I'm like, oh, I'd rather this club win or that club win. But to be honest, as long as it ain't City or, you know what I mean? Yeah, as long as it ain't them, then I don't really care because there's no one like big still in the competition, City aside. You got Aston Villa, top 6, you know what I mean? But they're still kind of establishing themselves. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, whoever wins it now, as long as it ain't City, I will be happy. Big up Godfrey again. History-wise, definitely, but overall, they are not bigger than Spurs. Yeah. They ain't. As much as I call Spurs a small club and all that, I feel like they are compared to us, but they're not a small club. I mean, listen, Arsenal are a small club, mentality-wise. Arsenal's a small club. But in terms of the fan base and the money we make and the infrastructure and history, like, obviously, we're a big club, the third biggest in England, but we don't act like it. Tottenham don't either. but they ain't even got the history that we have. They ain't even got the history that Forest has. But as of today, 2025, they're a bigger club than Forest. But still, would any of you think that Spurs fans or Forest fans can come and chat to Arsenal fans in 2025? But here they are doing it, bro. Like full banter. Every day I wake up, never a foul group, Man United fans, Spurs fans, Liverpool fans, always got something to say about Arsenal. Every day without fail. Man United, you know, and Spurs. Mid-table United, by the way. Crazy, bro. We got Godfrey. I think Cunha should get ready for them. Cunha links again. Okay, Berta knows him well as well from Athletic. Yeah, fair play. I mean, I like Cunha. I didn't like what happened in January. I felt like he kind of used us to get a new deal. But football's ruthless. I ain't gonna blame him for that. Just like I don't blame Trent or Mbappe for looking after their careers, because when clubs don't want you, that's it. The amount of players that just get let go, young, old, wherever, given years to the club, don't even get a contract, bro. That's how football is. So I'm not going to be upset with a player that wants to look after himself. Absolutely not. But I like Cunha, you know. It's just whether Arteta would like Cunha because Cunha's got a backbone. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. But I like Cunha. I think we need more than just Cunha, but I like Cunha. Even in January, I'm like, go and get me Mbeumo, go and get me Cunha, like one for each side, and they can probably play across the three. I know Cunha can. Go and get me Watkins as well. And then we've had a decent January, bruv. Even after the shittest summer that we've had. We should why we was never in for Kvaratskhelia. You're talking about market opportunities. That was a perfect opportunity. Why we wasn't in for Marmoush? Perfect opportunity. Because we're fucking skinflints, bro. Skinflints, just always trying to penny pinch. Always trying to penny pinch. And we don't need this summer, we need it to be the biggest summer that we've had, maybe even in our history, bro. Maybe even in our history. Because we need about 9 players. We got 5 players leaving, and if we don't replace it, well, we are going to need to replace them. So that's 5, and then we need options on top of that. So we need about 9 players, probably even 10. A whole squad. That's really what we need. If you want it to be, you know, if we're really trying to trim the fat and just do as much as you can, because I don't think that's another thing, guys. I don't think Berta's going to have enough time to do everything that he needs to do in this window. I mean, he should do, but it's dealing with Arsenal. It's whether they're going to, you know, release the hounds in terms of the coffers. Are they going to let this guy spend, let him just do what he needs to do? Because you need to sign up the new contracts for Saka, Gabriel, and Saliba, and then you need to go and get a whole heap of players. Like it's good that you're announced today, like however many weeks before the season ends, because you need to start your work now. Identify who the fuck you want, and the moment it hits 1 minute past when the window opens, boom, 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 boom. Offers, release clauses, this, that, and the third. If you need to get a couple of loans, bring a couple of loans in just to help you out, give you a bit more time to maybe hit the January window or the summer after that. This is what you should have been doing. This is what you should have done this year. You fucked up in the summer. You let too many players go. You never brought any quality in, and you didn't bring enough players in. You fucked up. That's what you did. Then you had another chance to make up for your error in January, and you said, "Hold my beer. We're gonna ignore you even worse." If you thought that was bad in the summer, hold my beer, bro. You ain't seen nothing yet. Biggest, maddest neglect I've ever seen, bro. Malpractice, however, whatever you want to say. Absolutely disgusting. Not even a loan. So if you have to utilize loans in the summer, I don't care. Get your work done now. And I fully expect you to be about your business. I don't want to be coming to the summer and you're still dilly-dallying. We need to know who the fuck you're going to go for. And you need to be ready to strike. 1 minute past 12 on transfer day, bruv. Release the hounds, Montgomery Burns style, bruv. Release the fucking hounds. Stop playing about. Because if we play around this summer, we're done. We're top 6, bro. I'm telling you that right now. People can clip me, whatever they want to do. Big up Godfrey. I don't want to hear about Sesko. His release clause is 70 M's. That's crazy, bro. It's cheaper to go and get Osherman, and you want to go and get. This is what I'm trying to say. It makes no sense. Like I've been asking everyone, Godfrey, who's the top 5 strikers in world football right now? I've been trying to think about it myself, but who's the top 5 strikers in world football right now? Even if you want to go as far as saying the top 10, just to try and make it a bit easier. Who's the top 5? If you're going to tell me that Osherman and Gyökeres ain't in that list, then what drugs are you smoking? Like, I'm smoking weed, bro, but that's all I do smoke. I don't drink. I don't do class A's. What drugs are you smoking? What glue are you sniffing? If you're going to name me, I don't know. I'm saying the top 5, but let's even say the top 8. You're telling me that Gyökeres and Osherman ain't in those 8. Are you all right? Therefore, there is nothing to be proven. There isn't a plethora of world-class strikers anymore. So the best ones there is in football, you're going to have to pay for. And Gyökeres ain't even a risk. What, 65 million sterling or 70 million, the same as Sesko. And you're going to get Sesko, why? Because he's younger. What are we, pedophiles, bro? Are we P. Diddy? Is P. Diddy running the club? Because we don't need kids anymore. We need people ready to shoot. Gunmen. Gyökeres 27 and you're acting like he's old. But you were talking about possibly buying Ollie Watkins, who's 30. Like, make it make sense. So I'm expecting every fucking target, to be fully nailed down and fully addressed. Like, don't be going no week into the window, bro. A week in, I'm expecting at least 2-3 signings, bruv. How about that? And I do apologize for my ranting. The game has started. Aston Villa against Preston. My bad, people. We are 1 minute and 50 odd seconds, about to go 2 minutes. And on my clock, I've got 1 minute 20. So yeah, about 40 seconds behind. Usual fare. I do apologize. This is off BBC iPlayer as well. So it's not like one of those janky links. But anytime you watch the internet, you are going to be a little bit slower than normal terrestrial telly. So I do apologize. But the game started, man. It's a beautiful day in Preston. It looks nice and sunny. The pace is quite frenetic as well. Big up 4-0 down. I've just seen you there, my bro. Big yourself up. Thank you for passing through. Please, guys, just hit the like for me. It's free. And of course, if you are new here, subscribe. You know, struggling. We are trying to get to the 400. Big up Carl, big up Gun Down UK. I do apologize, mate. He asked me to go on the called in show yesterday, but I'd done 2 watch alongs, as you guys probably would have known, and it was my daughter's birthday. She had people round. There was, you know, aunties and uncles and people drinking and smoking. It was just like, and I was just upstairs, bro. You know, I want girly night and all that shit, you know, like daddy's not cool anymore. So I didn't even really get to spend much time with my daughter. So I was a bit pissed off about that, to be honest. And then I woke up today, they've gone out again. Brent Cross, you know, boba and Korean hot dogs and all this shit, bro. 3 days going on, you know. My birthday's April 15th. My birthday's going to finish by 1 minute past 12 on April 16th. You know, like that. Nah, man. Fed up of this shit, guys. Fed up of this shit. You get me? Just tie a knot in it. If you ain't had no kids yet, just tie a knot in it. You know what I mean? Because everything changes after that. I'm telling you. Big up 4-0 downs. Big up Godfrey. Hope everyone is blessed. Yeah, man. Big up, man. I'm doing all right. I've got Voldemort on my back, but the doctors seem to think it's a cyst. I'm still going to have a biopsy because they don't even know, but they seem to think it's a cyst. So I don't know. I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling all right. I woke up today. Bert has been confirmed. I'm feeling all right. It don't mean to say that we're out of the woods. It don't mean to say that all of our problems are solved. But it's a good sign. It's a good sign. I promise you, I thought we was gonna rock up with Ato or Rosicki. I promise you that. And every day it was continuing. You keep talking about Berta, but I'm not seeing no confirmation. I was scared, guys. I was saying it on my lives. I was scared. I was like, fuck it, bro. Confirm this guy ASAP. You see what I'm saying? And today he has been confirmed. And let me know, man. Godfrey's in the building. I think it was only Static that saw my picture. Let me know, man, because I think this guy looks like have you ever seen that film 30 Days of Night? Yeah, why is the top of Berta's face looking like 30 Days of Night? I'm gonna show you now. Wallan. Gonna show you now. Gonna show you now. Get into the media links and the docs. Get the picture up. Yeah, it's 0-0. Obviously, just under 5 minutes played in the game. Just letting you know about that, because you know what I'm like. Boom. You get me? When you see a man sitting down there with the paper, you know what time it is. Yeah, it's not one of those I in the know, you know what I'm saying? All that bollocks. Yeah, man is literally signed. You get me? This is off Sky Sports. Obviously, I edited the picture myself, but I looked at this guy's face and I'm like, bro, why does this guy look like a vampire out of 30 Days of Night? Am I going mad? Am I going mad, people? I don't mind. 30 Days of Night for Arteta, bro. You either fix up in 30 days or that's it, cuz. You know? Am I going mad, guys? Am I going mad? If you just put some makeup on Andre Alberta and some blood around his mouth, he could clearly be in 30 Days of Night. Am I going mad? Do you know what I'm saying? But big up, man. Arteta out. The vampires know what time it is. Big up. You hear what I'm saying? And as I said before, this is the only guy I want to see coming in. I don't want to hear about no Isaac because I don't think that's going to happen, guys. I really don't. And if he is 120 to 150 million, we can go and get 2 players for that. 2 decent players for that. Let's be all the way honest, bro. So I wouldn't want to be wasting my money on Isaac and then we're broke. Go and get me Gyökeres, go and get me Williams, you know, go and get me a few loans. Even if you want to get Jonathan David on a free, I don't care, bro. Because Gabriel James ain't a striker. Havertz is shit. He ain't a striker. Like, we need bodies, innit? We need our squad to be bigger. So I'm hoping, like, Berta's got a massive job. I'm just hoping that all the expectation we're putting on him, he can handle that. I don't see why he couldn't. We wanted someone with experience, with know-how. Here we go, guys. Here we go. So let's hope, man. Let's hope and pray. Let's hope and pray. Let's hope and pray. But let me get the older AI score up for you guys. I do apologize. The game has been playing. FA Cup quarter final. Villa's looked all right, to be honest with you. Preston's not looked too bad either. Nice sunny day. Balloons all over the pitch. It's Villa on the attack now. Morgan Rogers, someone that I like. I wouldn't even mind it if we go and rob them for him. Decent ball in. Nope. I think Villa were looking for a free kick, but it's going to be a free kick for Preston. Free kick for Preston. And I don't listen. Berta's probably going to need to do a couple of loans in that this summer. I don't care. We need the bodies. If that's what is going to make it easier for you to this summer, like say you went out and got like you spent money on 4 players, I don't know, Gyökeres or Williams. We're going to go and buy that fucking Spanish goalkeeper because we need a goalkeeper, even though 20 to 30 million is extortionate money for a backup keeper, in my humble opinion. But say, yeah, Williams, Gyökeres, this Garcia, whatever his name is, and like one more, like another midfielder. You know, just hypothetically, we'll say Zubimendi, even though, guys, Zubimendi, he's not our player. You see, like you've seen Berta today signing the contract. We ain't seen Zubimendi do that. He's not our player. Don't fall for the bollocks. Yeah. But anyway, just hypothetically, say that they were the 4 players that we went and bought, and then you went and got a couple of loans in, like Arda Güler or Camavinga, or do you understand what I'm saying? A couple of loans. Maybe Kimmich is having problems at Bayern, although I've heard that I think he's going to sign on again there. Why didn't we go and try and loan Dani Olmo last season when Barcelona were having all their issues? Or this season, I should say. Just see what I'm saying? So if we went out and bought those 4 players or players of that ilk, and then we got a couple of loan deals in, and we got 6, maybe 7 players, I'd say all right. We'd need more, but I'd say all right. Maybe that's enough for you to get through until January or next summer, and then we go again. Because We need to solve all of our problems this summer, and I don't think we're going to be able to. First and foremost, I'm just watching Rashford about to take a free kick. I've not heard no cheer, so it's no goal, obviously, right into the keeper's hands. And there you go. Just watching the free kick. I kind of just fucking forgotten what I was saying. Yeah, we've got such a big summer. You know, we need to get it all sorted this summer, and I don't think we can. So I'm trying to be realistic. Yeah, so we need like 10 players, maybe even more. Yeah, like just to be safe on the safe side, you know, preparing to fail. Otherwise, fail, you know, or fail to prepare. You know the thing. Yeah. So we need more players than that, but I don't think he's going to do that. So realistically, I'm looking at 6 or 7. If you buy 4 of them, and then we get a few loans in, that might be what we need to get us through. I think that's realistic. I think, you know, we can have every right to expect that from Berta. You see what I'm saying? Just watching Villa again have another chance. Preston defending now. I think Villa's it's a corner for Villa, so they're growing into the game quite a bit. And the players that they've got on the pitch, there's no way they should be losing this game. But that's the beauty of football, isn't it? That's the beauty of football. It's the FA Cup. And that's why I love the FA Cup, man. Always going to love the FA Cup. Sounds like my daughter's just come in, still with her friends. I can hear the dog fucking barking downstairs. Yeah, Preston has dealt with the corner well. And they're trying to move forward. Is he going to beat him? He's not going to beat him. That's a foul, ref. Yeah, Villa's won a foul. Preston were trying to get up the pitch, but it's going to be a difficult game for them today, I think. You know, I was hoping that the magic of the FA Cup was going to make Preston come out and start playing like prime Barca, but it don't really look like that, to be fair. You know, Villa look up for this, man. And we'll see, because Fulham looked up for it yesterday, and then Crystal Palace put them in a spliff. So we will wait and see, guys. 4 people in the building. I big up everyone who's come in. The link is somewhere in the chat if anyone wants to come on and chinwag. If not, I'm happy to have you in the chat. Thank you for being here with me on this Sunday. You get it. Big up 4-0 down. I'm just happy it wasn't Thomas Rosicky. Otherwise, I'd be livid, bro. Or even Ato. Ato would have been worse. You know that guy that said hold my beer in January and said, boy, you want to know about neglect? I'll show you neglect, bro. You know, like that. The whole of January, my man was on holiday. He was in Dubai. Man was doing up Afro beats or whatever. He was doing up the whole Afro beats festival. He was somewhere else, bro. There was no one at the club in January. Absolute shambles, bro. But yeah, I would have been more happy with Thomas Rosicky. But of course, I didn't want none of these guys. And with the summer that we're about to have, and the summer that we need to have, there's no way we could have had an amateur at the wheel. Absolutely not. Big up 4-0 down. Even if we sign Isaac, Arteta will probably play him left wing. Yep, that's something that a lot of people are saying. Or they'd fuck him up, or the system would fuck him up. That's why I'm like, get me Gyökeres. Gyökeres can do everything. He can link up the play. He can strike the ball. He can head the ball. He's not short. He's physically imposing. He's got pace. He can roll a man. He can hit it with both feet. He's scoring goals for fun in Portugal. Like, stop it, bro. Stop it. And we're not expecting him to be doing all this tracking back and playing on the transition, because we don't play like that. So everyone gassing up this Isaac thing, we don't play on the transition, guys. So what's the point of us having a striker like that? One that's going to cost all that much money. I would, just for once in our life, I wouldn't even mind if Arsenal did go out and do 120 or 150 on Isaac, just to say we're going to do it. Because I'm tired of our club moving like Iceland, bro. Oh, missed header there. Who was that from? Konza? Am I seeing things? I'm watching it off my phone, so the screen's pretty short. Another corner from Villa. It got deflected. They just put a lovely ball in. Headed. Oh, did he actually even touch it? I don't know if he did. It's just gone past the post. I don't know if he touched it. Was that Konza? It's unlucky though. Villa having a few chances. But yeah, no, 4-0 down. I totally agree, bro. I totally agree. And I just think Gyökeres, to be honest, I even think Sesko would probably suit how we played more than Isak, but I don't want Sesko. I don't want potential. I don't want let's see in a year or two. I want gunman. I want Gyökeres. How about that? Jonathan David on a free would be good business. Absolutely, in the summer. What you told? Like, we've got fucking, we're playing a CDM up front right now, bro. You know, look who we had. You know, and Kitty Catty, he scored yesterday. Man's going to Wembley, bro. Like, that's what I'm trying to say about this season. It's just like the season of karma. We're just getting slapped in the face. Oh, you thought you weren't going to have injuries 3 years in a row? Bosh. Oh, you thought you man were going to win the league 3rd year lucky? Bosh. Do you know what I'm saying? Then we get all of our strikers. Oh, we don't need a striker. You know, oh, we ain't going to do no business in Jan. We ain't going to do this. We ain't going to do that. We've got internal solutions. Bang. Slapped everyone out. And even when they were in, they weren't any good. People seem to get that twisted as well. We've never led the league, not once. Man United have been top for one day this season. That's one day more than us. It is absolutely peak, gang. But yeah, big up Godfrey. Listen, you want to go and get me a Gyökeres or Williams, go and get me a Jonathan David on a free. I don't care what happens to Havertz or Gabriel James. I don't care. Send them to Saudi. Send them back to Brazil. Havertz probably won't go anywhere. Arteta will probably still be trying to fit this guy at the 8. Like, he has been single-handedly the biggest issue that Arsenal have faced this year is Arteta, bro. Nah, Konza didn't get a touch. Okay, fair play, fair play, fair play. It looked like he didn't. You know what I mean? It did look like it was very... But yeah, I feel like Aston Villa are looking like the better side at the minute. But Preston are not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Quarter of an hour gone in the game. Preston are at home. It's a lovely day as well. Just like in London, it's actually sunny today, but it's not very warm. It's not very warm. We got 4-0 down. Only good business if we don't give him a stupid contract. Yeah, fair play. But at the end of the day, bro, like, the fact that we wouldn't pay any... I mean, we gave Reece Nelson 100 grand. So when you're saying silly contract, like, if we gave him 150, would you think that's a silly contract? Bearing in mind, we've got Zinchenko on that money. We've got Reece Nelson on 100 grand. We've got Martinelli on 180. I think Jonathan David's better than all them guys. So, but yeah, now I hear what you're saying though, but just so I've got an idea, like what would be a silly number for you, my bro? Villa should win this. They should, man. There's no excuses. Just like Liverpool, I know they rotated when they got knocked out the FA Cup. I'm pretty sure it was to Preston, wasn't it? You know, but you had Simicast, you should have won that game. No excuses, even with your reserve team, 100%. And this is what I'm expecting from Villa today. And they ain't even got that much of a weak side. Let's be honest. There's literally 1 or 2 changes. So Emery's not playing about. And of course he ain't, because he wants to win things. I like this guy, man. I feel like we treated him badly, man. We can only hope. LOL. Yeah. I hear you, bro. Big up Godfrey. Thomas Muller didn't get a contract extension. I thought he would retire at Bayern. Shit. How old is he now, man? Fucking hell. Must be like 45 or something. How old is Muller now, bro? Like, I'm probably exaggerating, but listen, you're still seeing people, Lewandowski, you're still seeing people, Kane, you're still seeing people perform. Ronaldo kicking ball at 40, like, that ain't an excuse. The older they are, the less money we're going to pay out for them. A lot of them on a free. Even Diego Costa, we were saying, telling me 15, 20 minutes, he wouldn't be able to do something for us. Like, come on, man. Morata, that's the kind of player that we need. That's the kind of player that we need, honestly. But big yourself up, Godfrey. Big up 4-0 down again. 150 is fine because if you want to move him on, it's calm. Okay, fair play. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's just all kind of relative, innit? You're not paying a... Oh, good tackle from Preston there. That could have been dangerous. You're not paying a transfer fee and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, you might pay a sign-on fee, possibly, you know. But it does kind of benefit the club and the player when you sign them on the free. Do you know what I mean? So, but I get you, bro. But like I said, just in relation, you've got Martinelli on 180, Zinchenko on 150, you got Reece Nelson on 100 bags. So if we was to give 150, even 200 grand to Jonathan David, I wouldn't see that as mad. I mean, in terms of moving him on, but you know, a lot of these free players as well, you can talk to them, bro. Like, you're going to come in for a year. We'll give you this year. If you bang, then we'll talk about the next year. but you're coming in for a year or you're coming in for 6 months. Do you want to play football at a team in the Premier League that can win you the Premier League? A team that can challenge in cups? Like, it's a no-brainer. Do you know what I mean? It's an absolute no-brainer. Paul Pogba, what happened to him? I don't know. Ben Yedder. We didn't try to get anybody. We just said, nah, it's all right. We'll play Thomas Partey up front next, you know, Raya after him, the tea lady after that. Well, so it's a free kick for Aston Villa. Preston need to be careful. They are moving the ball quick, Villa now, and yeah, it's a late challenge, and that could have been a yellow card, so he's lucky that he's not got one there. I think the referee's done well, just to use a bit of common sense. But Preston are going to, because the moment Villa start moving the ball quickly, Preston are in trouble. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting. But yeah, big up 4-0. I don't want to be seeing 260 and shit. Yeah, 260 is wild. But if it was like 180 to 200 bags, for me, that's still a lot of money. However, I think from someone like Jonathan David, you can actually expect something like, why did we give Zinchenko 150? I think he was on 20 bags, 20 grand a week at Man City. Calafiori, I don't even know what we put him on, 90 bags, or he was on half that. Martinelli on 180. Then we're talking about renewing his contract. Like, what? Do you understand what I'm saying? We got Reece Nelson on 100 grand. Like, what are we doing? So I definitely hear what you're saying, my bro. But yeah, that's a bit of a shit free kick there. But yeah, certain players, like, you know, especially if it ain't for a long time as well, you sign them on a year, you sign them on 6 months. Even if you can't move them on, they still ain't going to be your problem in a year. But big yourself up. Big up Godfrey. We still need another solid CB as cover as well for Silly. But I think that as well. But I'm just trying to be realistic. You know, that's probably a position that could chill out for a little bit. Even the left back. And that's if we keep Kivior and Zinchenko. Zinchenko, you should be using the midfield anyway. But regardless, I'm just saying, that's if you keep those guys, then the left back and the centre back might not be so much of a big priority, because Kala can play there. Even though I don't rate him, I think he'd be a better centre back than a left back. We know Ben White can play there. We know Kiwi can play there, even though I don't rate him. You know? But I'm just trying to be realistic. The fact that we need another keeper, we need wingers, we need midfielders, we need strikers. I think that's a little bit more of a priority than our centre backs. But we do need them though. I'm not going to try and say we don't. We do. But I'm just trying to be realistic with Berta's first summer. You know how Arsenal will move as it stands. So it's a bit wild, my bro. But yeah, I get you, man. I get you. Gabriel, yep. Gabby and all of them, man, are being overpaid. I can't lie. No, bro, they are. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. That's what I was saying about Arsenal. Forget like, oh, we need world-class players. Not just we need them, but would they even come to us? Is it a good enough project? Does it shine enough? In my opinion, no. Is the manager good enough to get these players in? No. Would he even be able to manage a world-class player? You know, anyone with backbone. His system is going to fuck them up anyway. So, and that's what I'm trying to say. And you know, to go and get Gabriel James and Zinchenko, we're having to overpay them, the shit players, by the way, at Man City, to come to Arsenal. And everyone was cussing Liverpool like they ain't got no pool in the summer when they didn't get Zubimendi in that. Well, what's Arsenal then? Because like we're moving like Saudi, we're going to overpay these shit players just to come to our club. You can imagine what the wages Calafiori's on. Ridiculous. You know, Ethan Wanyeri's just gone from 3 grand to 60 grand. And I think he's worth it. Don't get me wrong. But look, just look at the way we spend money, bro. And people think that we've moved on from exorbitant wages and toxic players and all that. Now, the players might not be toxic, but they're soft. They're weak. Yeah, we need winners and they're not that. And they're still on big wages. Still. So it's deja vu. From 2019 to 2025, we just gone in a big circle, bro. That's it. Circle fuck. That is it. Big up Kingdom of Boxing, my brother. Them balloons are pissing me off. Yeah, they are, innit? It's bloody annoying, to be honest with you. But at least it signifies it's the quarterfinal. Hopefully these teams will play like it. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. I done a watch along for your team, Forest, against Brighton, and that game was dead. I actually thought that was gonna be a big boy game, like, because I like how Forest play football. I like how Brighton play football. I thought these are the footballing teams. And I thought Fulham and Crystal Palace was going to be the boring game. But lo and behold, but I did watch the penalties. Congratulations, Nottingham Forest. You was trying to banter me about Forest as well, innit? But no, they're having a great season. They are having a great season. It's only really Wolfie that gets on my nerves, innit? But I love Wolfie as well. Enough respect for him, enough respect to Forest, but you know. And to be fair, you know, if you're Forest and you're having a season like this, why are you not gonna gloat? Why are you not gonna you're gonna want to be involved in the banter? Because you don't always get to be involved in the banter, innit? Let's be honest. And Nottingham Forest can talk more than Spurs this year. But congratulations, man. Going to Wembley semi-final. Arsenal saw a semi-final. We didn't get through it. However, our semi-final was in the Carabao, so I don't put them on the same levels. So big up Nottingham Forest, man. Each and every time, I want one of those teams to win it. I don't want City to win it. That is for absolute sure, bruv. Big up Godfrey again. He's saying Calafuri was on 12k. Now he's on 120. I thought he was on 90. Heard that from Ghana. I was surprised. Hey. And these man check all of that. Big up Aaron talks Arsenal as well. And they were going through all of the buys that Berta's made. They're going through all the buys that Arteta's made, over 30 of them. So much money wasted. And we still got players on the book we got to get rid of. Reece Nelson, we can't get rid of him because he had the hamstring injury. All hamstrings, by the way. And that is not, big up Şenguna, that's not by coincidence at all. Yeah. We still got Lokonga, Fabi Vieira, Nun Tavares. All to get rid of still. Like, this is going to be a massive summer for Berta. Massive summer. And I just hope that he's going to be able to live up to our expectations. Absolutely. Yeah, but thanks for that, Godfrey, bro. Big up, man. Big up 4-0 down. Their pay should only go up because their contract states after winning a trophy they get, yeah. Or even just have, you know, like Liverpool with Salah and that, they've got like the bonus, what do they call it? Bonus based contract or whatever. Like you get your standard rate. And then if you score goals or do this or do that, then it gets bumped up mad. That's what we should be doing, like an incentive-based contract. People are like, why is Salah going mad? Like, you know, why he's playing for a contract, but not only that, the more he scores and gets assists and all that, the more money he gets. It only makes sense, right? Give me 1 minute as well, gang, because I need to plug in my charger. Just give me 1 second, literally 1 second. I'll get right back to the need to plug in my charger, gang. So yeah, there we go. I'll take this off and get my hat on as well. So yeah, gang, you know, it's going to be a massive old summer. Massive old summer, man. And if Arsenal stand still, sit on our hands, then we are going to be in big trouble. Man saying big up Kingdom. I said I lie. Yeah, bro. Big up Kingdom, man. So if you're a boxing fan as well, if you like boxing, make sure you go and subscribe to Broski. Covers boxing. Nottingham Forest fan as well, so big him up. Big up Godfrey again. To be fair to Calafiori, he plays better at centre-back. For Italy, he's not bad at all, but they play a back three system. I noticed that as well. Yeah, I think he's better more centrally. He has. I don't even think he's got the pace or the recovery pace to play as a left back. You know, he stands off the player too much. I don't think he can use his legs very well. Like the amount of times he collapses under his legs like Bambi on ice, it's ridiculous. And that it just is what it is. I'm sorry to have to say it, but you made a mistake. You know, in the summer, who was calling for Moreno or Calafiori? Who? Nobody. And this is what the club does. We're all looking at this. Oh, we need a Gyökeres, we need a Williams, you know, we need a Olmo or a Kimmich, and you're rocking up with Earthworm Jim. Even Liverpool was going for Zubamendi, and I watched Zubamendi. Sociedad against Man United, and Zubimendi got bullied, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. So I'm thinking to myself, is he even gonna do well in the Premier League? Sorry, ball in from Preston. Good ball. Emmy Martinez is oh, decent. What's going on here? Oh, that's a great chance for Preston there. Hey, they should have got that on target. That could have been 1-0. Emmy Martinez is kind of scrambling after the cross. The ball's come back in, and the guy's just headed it past his left hand post. Hey, that was a good chance for Preston, man. Yeah, big up Kingdom. They're looking dangerous. They're building up into the game a bit more because Villa was looking. Oh, how are you not getting that on target, man? How are you not getting that on target? That should have been 1-0. Look, Bosh, get that on target. It's harder to miss the goal. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was loads of people on the line for Villa, but that was a massive chance. Probably Preston's best chance. Probably the best chance of the game, if I'm being honest. Preston should be 1-0 up, man. I can't believe that. That reminds me of Havertz. You're right in front of goal. It's harder to miss the goal, and you're missing the goal. Like wild. Big up Kingdom, though, man. Each and every. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Godfrey. You know, that's why I'm saying, if you want to just be realistic, not only have we got cover for right back and left back in Ben White and Calafiori, but they can also cover centre back. I'd rather see Calafiori there than Kivior. So I feel like if we didn't go and get centre back cover, it isn't going to be so bad. It really ain't. Do you know what I mean? Because we've got a couple of options. Defense is the only real place that we've got options. Don't want to hear about another left back. You know, we shouldn't be getting rid of Kieran Tierney, but you are, whatever. If you're going to play Zinni there as cover, Miles Lewis Skelly can maybe make that position his own for one more season. And then, I don't know, you can maybe rotate Kala, Zinni, Skelly just for one more season. Because I honestly think, I think Lewis Skelly can hold down that position as left back for Arsenal and hold down that position as left back for England as well. However, I do think his future's still at left 8. I still think his future's there. And he should be utilised there for us. You're playing Moreno there, but you're not going to play Lewis Skelly there. So what I'm saying is we've got options. So defence might not be, apart from the goalkeeper, it might not be, it is, we do need cover and help, but it's not the biggest priority is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, midfield is sorting out what you're going to do there. Because I personally think we go back to the double pivot. I don't know what you're doing with this stupidness. I don't think it works. I don't think it suits Odegaard. It definitely don't suit Rice. But we don't know. Listen, this Lego head can rock up and play a completely different way. We might start with 3 at the back next season. We just don't know what this guy's going to do. And that's the problem as well. Big up 4-0 down. He's saying that's exactly why I was confused to why we didn't change our formation when players were dropping like fly. Because this guy's got he ain't competent. I'm sorry. He's meant to be some footballing genius, second highest paid manager in world football. And we're coming up with solutions. People at home, why are you not playing this? Why are you not doing that? Why are you moving Thomas Partey into right back? We can all see that. This guy gets paid 50 million a year and he can't, he's Ray Charles, bro. Can't see anything. Like, what's man doing? Do you get me? But yeah, Preston are looking all right now. They're growing into the game, just like Crystal Palace did. I'm not going to say it's going to be spliff time, but Preston are not out of this by any. They're putting that dangerous ball in off the right. The guy's coming back onto his left, and he's putting it in at an angle where it's like a cross, but it's going towards Martinez as well. And it's very dangerous, man. If Preston can get on one of the end of these, then boy, I'm not even going to lie. I'd love it if Preston got to the semis. What a story that would be. I think they're the only team that's not in the Premier League. It's still in the comp, innit? So, yeah, big up Preston, man. Look, Aston Villa are back in their own half. Preston have got the ball now, but they're starting to pressure. They're starting to pressure dangerous. Ball stayed in. It's just what they do with the possession, because Villa are pressing quite well. They're letting Preston have the ball a bit and then pressing well and then being quite direct when they get the ball. So Preston need to be careful, man. But yeah, I totally agree with that 4-0. This guy gets paid 15 million and we're coming up with solutions. I don't understand. excuse me, that I don't understand it. I also didn't understand. Yeah, big up Godfrey. We played a 5 at the back. When he came to the club, we was cooking, bro. I don't know. Sorry, let me get back to that again. We came to the club and won the FA Cup, yeah, and the quality of our defenders are much better now. That's what I'm trying to say. And you're not helping them out. This guy is the biggest problem at the club. Why is it always we had Wenger, very good attacking, never knew how to build a defense. We had Una Emery, it was just like, I don't know, it was kind of mediocre all over the pitch. However, it wasn't as bad as people make out, and I'll keep saying that. It really wasn't. And now we've got Arteta, who doesn't know what he wants to do. He doesn't know what he wants to do. We've changed our style of play for the last 3 years running. Probably even longer than that. Let's be honest. Like when we start the season next season, we might be playing a different way again. So how's the team supposed to mesh? Do you see what I'm saying? Like it's weird. It's wild to me, bro. Like it is wild to me, bro. And this guy's got no clue. You know that Narcos meme? Pablo Escobar in the empty swimming pool just looking out into the distance. That's Arteta. Every game on the sideline. He looks baffed. He looks baffed. Crazy, man. Crazy. So let me just find out something real quick, gang. Thank you for the people passing through. 5 people in the building. Please just hit the like. Would help man out a lot. Big up Kingdom. You saying, yeah, that was when they had that chance. I do apologize for taking too long to get to the comments. Another corner. Villa's kind of wasted their corners, man. Preston on the break now, but they haven't got nothing going forward. Long ball. Don't expect them to play any different. That weren't bad. That could work for them if it weren't so hard. Emi Martinez just let the ball go out. Yeah, that was a huge chance. Huge chance, bro. And them crosses, yeah, Godfrey, yeah. Them crosses are dangerous, bro. That might be their way to break the deadlock. It really might. It really might. But I'm worried that Preston are going to get tired soon, bro. I'm not even going to lie to you. But we'll see, man. We'll see. It's the FA Cup quarterfinals. Villa's on the ball now. Is that Rashford? Don't even think it is. Like I said, I'm watching off my phone, so the screen is pretty small. What a terrible cross. Preston cleared it out, but Villa back in possession. But yeah, them crosses are uber dangerous, bro. Is it Tielemans? Shit ball, another corner for Villa. Them Chris Brunt whips. Yeah, bro. Wild, bruv. Off the left peg, whoop. And it's going like it's coming in at an angle for the keeper, so you don't know whether to come and catch or it's good. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. It could work for Preston. I'm going to be terribly honest. It could work for them. Big up Kingdom. Preston on the counter again. Yeah, I think it's too early for Rashford's hangover. Hey, do you know what? To be honest with you, I've actually liked watching Rashford at Villa. You can't tell me that Rashford's been as bad as Meg Griffin at Arsenal, Meg the Sterling. You see what I'm saying? I've actually liked him at Villa. I didn't want him at Arsenal still, but in hindsight, I'd rather him than Meg Griffin. Big up Kingdom again. He's saying, what time are you on? I've got 37:24 here, bro. Headed over the bar, but he was behind it. If he was in front of it, Konza got that on target. That could have been a goal for Villa there. One, yeah, 37:30 something. What's the time in real life? 38:19. I'm about 40 seconds behind. Yeah, 37:42. Yeah, about 40 odd seconds behind my bro. I am watching it off of BBC iPlayer as well, so it's not a janky stream, but it is a little bit behind normal telly, where we are using the internet. Big up Kingdom saying true, he's playing way better. He is, bro. He is. I can't lie. Like obviously when people were talking, your Arsenal might get Rashford, I was like, no. Because obviously I'm thinking we need better, we need quality. To be honest, Rashford probably would have cooked to Arsenal this year. He would have done much better than Sterling, bro. Much better. Yeah, no Jamaica tax for Sterling. We can send him right back to Tivoli, bro. You get me? Right back to Ocho, bro. We should send him back already. Like he's just breathing Arsenal air. You're just taking Arsenal money for nothing. Send him back, bro. Send him back, bro. All the way back, fam. But yeah, big up on my Raise the Flag gang as well. Definitely confirm we are going to be at the Emirates on the 4th and 5th of April. planning for the Arsenal Real game. Obviously, that's Arsenal's final, Arsenal's last game in the Champions League. That's what I believe. Obviously, when the game's going and I hear the Champions League music, as Shane said, I'm going to be behind the team. You know, I'm going to think, oh, maybe there's a chance, we're only human. But, you know, in hindsight, looking at it, I don't think we're going to go through. Don't mean to say that we can't win the game. Don't mean to say that miracles can't happen. Just, is it likely? I don't think so. However, this is our final, guys. So when we play it, that's how I'm going to be looking at it, you know? And let's just hope that for once we get the anomaly side and we don't get the norm that just about beats Chelsea 1-0, that draws with Man United, that loses to Newcastle, that loses to Bournemouth, that draws to Fulham and Everton, that loses to West Ham. That's the normal Arsenal. Let's hope we get the anomaly. Yeah, 5-1 Man City, 7-odd PSV, 5-1 Sport. You understand? PSG 2, whatever. Let's hope we get that Arsenal, because if we don't, it could be a very, very long day. Let me tell you. Good little ball. I was gonna say good ball is a dangerous ball. Just getting Villa on the attack. Big up Kingdom of Boxing again. It's United. Solid players go there and can't perform. Hey, bro, I hear you, bro. It's like a curse, isn't it? Because even in the summer just gone, like with some of the players that they were getting, Lenny Euro and, you know, the Lit and all these kind of players, like you see them, you think, all right, maybe they're not like world-class, world beaters, but you'd still expect them to improve United. Do you know what I mean? And then, as you said, everyone who goes there, bruv. And then you got Ruben Amorim at the wheel. And I'm sitting there saying, I rate Ruben Amorim. Definitely rated what he done for Sporting, but now I'm seeing him in the Premier League. You're reminding me of Pep or Arteta, just tinkering, bro. Just tinkering. You were crying out for a left wing back. You got Dorgu and then started playing him right wing back. Like, just drugs, bro. Like, listen. Like I said, I think these system managers, I think the systems is dying out a little bit now. Counter attack, transition, even semi long ball, kind of. It's coming back a little bit, guys. Let me know what you think. We got 4-0 down. I'm hearing people saying Madrid players might be missing the first game. LOL, like that matters. Just another stick people will use to beat us with when we lose. Not even just when we lose. I mean, yeah, if we lose and Mbappe and Vinny and who else was it? Camavinga. I don't know. Them three at least, anyway. I know. I think they were doing gestures to Atletico fans, and that's a reason for to try and ban them out of the game. But as you just said, just another stick. If we win the game, but they never had Vinicius, they never had this, they never had that. You know, you beat a understrength Madrid side, and if we win. Sorry, if we lose, then they'll beat us with the stick. You couldn't even beat Madrid with all of those players out. That's Arsenal. That's what it's like being an Arsenal fan in a nutshell. And even me saying that, people say, you're just being a victim. There's no way we can win. So when someone like Hook says that, that's the one thing I can 100% agree on. I'm not a top gooner. I'm more of a toxic negative. But I can admit that, you know, that's how it's always been for Arsenal. If we would have won the league this year, it would have been like, oh, well, Man City fell off. That's the only way you can win it. Even though we would have won, even though we would have done something that everyone keeps telling us, you must. Because that's what we get all the time. We're shit. We're no good. We can't play football, but we're expected to win the league. Make that make sense. How does that make sense? If we're so shit, and we're bottle jobs and all the other stuff you tell us, then why are you expecting us to win the league, bro? You must and all that. Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. So you just got to have thick skin. As an Arsenal fan, great point, 4-0 down. Win, lose or draw. So for me, I'd rather have all of the players there and we either just get battered like everyone expects us to, or we manage to win the game. And then what are people going to say then? They ain't going to have any excuses then. You beat, but let me also make this clear, people. Beating Real Madrid don't mean we're going to win the Champions League. It's the quarterfinals. It don't mean we're going to win the Champions League. And if we get knocked out, then there is no progression from last season because we got knocked out in the quarterfinals. But if we somehow manage to get past Madrid, I think we're going to shoot our boat. Like, we're not going to have enough energy for the rest of the competition. In my humble opinion, I might be proven wrong. But then if we beat Madrid, we've then got to go on to either navigate Aston Villa over 2 legs or PSG. And it ain't the same PSG that we beat earlier in the season. I think that's pretty obvious for everyone to see. And then if we manage to get past either one of those two, then we could possibly be facing Inter, Barca, or Bayern. Bayern always knock us out. We lost to Inter already this season. And Barca's Barca. Like, so for me, this is our final, gang. This is our final. I'm going to enjoy it as much as I can. Of course, I'm going to be cheering on the boys when we play the game. But I've got to be realistic, man. I don't feel like we're going to win the game. But yeah, great point. And I don't even know. I'm looking at it like, oh, we could do with those players being out to stand a chance. But I also know the rhetoric that's going to get spewed out if we was to play and they had 4 or 5 players missing. We're in trouble, because if we win, they had players out. If we lose, they had players out, and you still couldn't beat them. That is Arsenal in a nutshell. But let's halftime. It's halftime in the game. I thought I'd get this back on. It's not been a bad game. Been a good couple of chances for both teams. It's probably a bit more entertaining than the Brighton and the Nottingham Forest game yesterday. But it is 0-0. It is 0-0 at halftime. Decent, not been too bad. As I said, we'll have to wait and see how the second half pans out. What I do like is the fact that it's extra time and pens, so there ain't no other legs. So even if the game is shit all the way through to penalties, we'll at least have some excitement with penalties, you know, like that. But I'll take that off the screen for a minute. I just put it up as it was highlighting that it's half time. We got 4-0. He's saying 100%. Yeah, man. He's also saying if we get past Madrid, our fans are going to go on like we won it. Yeah, just like Man City. We beat Man City. Listen, that guy Boston, and I'm going to name and shame him. I don't care. There's a guy called Boston. Yeah, he goes into a lot of Arsenal streams, comments a lot of the time. Top gooner, bruv. Boston. You might see his name. He looks like he's got a bit of snow on the top of his. I don't know how he's done that. Very good. I don't not to say that I hate the guy, but I remember him, and I'll tell you why I remember him, because he had the cheek to come out and say beating Man City 5-1 was better than winning a trophy. Like, this is the state that we're in. This is 2025, the fan base, the Arsenal fan base, and it's not even the young fans. I'm not even going to try and get onto them. It's everyone, because I'm seeing people that's older than me fucking delusional, bro. Absolutely delusional. Then we will defo lose our next game. Sorry, I didn't get that. And then you said pardon. Do you need me to repeat something? You're saying slow down there, buddy. Slow down, buddy, for what? I can't even remember what I just said, so you're gonna have to remind me. About AFC, about not AFC, about Boston. Yeah, I promise you guys, I remember that specifically. I ain't got the best of memory. I smoke weed every day. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, bro. You see what I'm saying? You have to just lead me back. Just lead me back. I'm wandering off. You know, like a kid when they're on the reins. I'm wandering off. You just got to wheel me back in. Yeah, that's the weed memory. But I promise you, 4-0. That guy Boston, he said beating Man City is like better than winning a trophy, bro. And I'm just like, and that is the problem at Arsenal. Just like when we got battered 2-0 at the Emirates, first leg of the semi-final against Newcastle. Dog walked off the pitch. Dog walked at home. And then you've got the walking Malteser. The first thing he comes out with and says, oh, that's the first time we've lost at the Emirates this year. We ain't lost at the Emirates in the league this year. This is the Carabao Cup, bruv. The fuck do I care about the league? I care about the fact we ain't even had a shot. I care about the fact we can't even score a goal at home. But that's the first thing that you come up with as the mouthpiece of Arsenal, guys. Big AFTV, look, yay, celebrations. Big AFTV, bruv. The mouthpiece, that's the first thing you come out with. So just like Shane said, when they keep pumping this shit into your head, keep pumping it into your head, process, war chest, all the other PR, like a new signing. We ain't lost. We've gone on a 15 game unbeaten run. We drew 5 of those games. Like, stop trying to make out like we've won all of those games and only drawn 1 of them or something. You see what I'm saying? I'm so sick of this club, man, and these grown ass men. They're just like cultists, bro. Honestly. So, but yeah, absolutely 4-0. That comment was absolutely, and I remember it. I remember it. If this guy ever comes over here and wants to subscribe, time out, bro. Like, I don't even need your business like that. Like, what the fuck is that? Beating Man City is better than winning a trophy. Like, these man will go in mad. If we beat Madrid, bro, these man will act like it's better than the golden trophy from the Invincibles. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, the moment we beat PSV, that Nathan guy, you said we weren't gonna score any goals. So fucking what? Have we played like that all season? No, we ain't. No, we ain't. And how did we play the game after that? Shit. And who was in the comments saying how bad we are? Nathan. Yeah, that comment is wild, man. I get you, bro. Sorry, my bad. Like I said, weed brain. Please forgive me. Big up Kingdom of Boxing. It ain't better quality game than the Forest, Brighton, Villa. Given, bro, you're gonna say that, bro. I'm a neutral. I was watching it, bro. That it was boring, fam. I gotta be honest. It started off all right, and it was boring, bro. Hardly no intensity. There was a few hard challenges going in the first half, but yeah, personally, I think this game's been a better watch, bro. Don't be biased now, just because it's Forest. You get me? This game has been a better watch, bro. I gotta be honest. Although I will say Brighton stepped it up a little bit in extra time. When it went into extra time, I mean, not Forest had a few chances, but I feel like Brighton, especially the second half of extra time, they were kind of trying to step it up a little bit. But Nottingham Forest done well. Took their penalties well. Milenkovic, is it? Great penalty from him. I ain't trying to diss, man. You man got to the final. It don't even matter. Don't matter how bad even if Arsenal, you think if Arsenal stunk it out all season, playing shit but winning games, you think I'd moan? I'd question whether the football's sustainable. I'd question whether we can continue like this all season, which is basically what happened. We started playing shit in at the start of the season, and I was saying we're playing bad, but imagine if we start playing good. That's what I was saying. So that's just how I see it, man. I'm saying, bro, Robbie be having howlers after howlers with his takes. That's what I'm trying to say. He really does. And listen, I respect what Robbie's done in the game. A lot of football content creators wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for AFTV. Not to say that he was the first ever guy to do football content. I'm not saying that. But AFTV blew up differently. Fans from all over the place, not just Arsenal. Yeah. And I used to watch it regular. I used to be a regular watcher when it was about the fan. But now it's not. These men are company men. These men are like Arteta. They don't want to do too much. They're apologizing to Arsenal when Lee Judges said he'd shoot Arteta. Obviously, that was tongue in cheek. The fuck you apologizing to Arsenal for? Do you work for them? Do they pay you? Took down edited Lee's video, took it down, re-uploaded it, sent an apology to Arsenal. These man are corporate. He's a millionaire off this YouTube thing. You got man like Cecil, who's moving like man's little bitch. Thank you, Robbie, for bringing me in. Nom 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 nom. You get me? Licking out his crease and all that. Like it's weird, bro. It's weird. And then you've got the cheek, yeah. You've got the cheek to try and tell Yardman go and have a drink. You're calling him some alcoholic because he doesn't agree with all the shit that you're saying, bro. You've got an agenda. We don't care what you think, you fat cunt. We don't care what you think. It's got nothing to do with you. If we want to watch you and hear your opinions, we'd watch you or your fan cam or all of your other crappy videos that you put up on there. How dare you tell a man, go and have a drink? You're calling him an alcoholic because you don't agree with what you're saying. Because he's calling you out on the shit that you're saying, bro. I think that's a liberty. You became rich because you was giving the fans a voice. The fans. You go on AFTV now, we don't want to hear from that dickhead Julian or Ty or where's Yardman's interview? That's what they're saying. Where's Yardman? Can you hurry up and upload Yardman? Do you understand what I'm saying? So I don't rate this guy. I've never met him. You know, you know, I shouldn't even have the feelings that I have towards him. I really don't like the guy. Never met him. Never, ever. But I just look at him and it's just like Arteta. I look at him and he pisses me off, bro. And he is the mouthpiece of my club. This walking Malteser with a mad gum to teeth ratio looking like a walrus, bro. And you've got the cheek to tell people you've got an agenda. He tries to do it to Turkish as well. Anyone who don't agree with their top goon and shit, you've got an agenda. You're so miserable. These men are real life painting the picture, trying to stereotype a man in real life, bro. You're so miserable. What, as opposed to be glue sniffers like you, man? Like you're on LSD, just wiling out, tripping out. Oh, look at all these beautiful colours. North London together. Like, shut up, bruv. You're outright calling man a drunk because he don't agree with you. That is wild, man. Honestly. And he's and Robbie Light. You know that fuck, what's his name? Laurie, his brother. The skinnier version. Just put Robbie in the microwave for 3 minutes. You end up with that cunt. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. We don't need, you're not gonna win any prizes for your interviews that you do on AFTV. Can someone please tell him that? You're not gonna get a job at Sky, you're not gonna become a real life pundit because of your dead interviews. We don't want to hear devil's advocate. We want to hear from the fans. Use your devil's advocate in your shows, in your podcasts. When it's fan cams, shut your mouth. How about that? Nah, bro, they were giving away the ball enough, bro. I was watching it. I was doing just my opinion, bro. Obviously, we don't have to agree on it. I'm just watching some of the highlights now. I thought you took your penalties well, but it was scrappy, bro. There was some hard challenges going in here and there. There was little stages of passing, but then it was like every 5 minutes, both teams giving away the ball. I don't feel like no one took control of the game. We just kind of cancelling each other out. Just being honest, bro. It's just my opinion, innit? I don't think it was a better watch than what I've just seen now in 45 minutes. But congratulations on going through, bro. 100%. Big up Yardman. Yeah, each and every time, bro. Like, that's why we're going there, innit? We were going there to see Yardman. Why are you gonna tell you've got an agenda? Why don't you shut your mouth? Why don't you shut your mouth? Do you know what I mean? Who's asking you, bruv? You want to hear your thoughts? We watch your fan cam. Hey, bro. And listen, and my missus tells me that I'm gonna go to hell. You know, you're very shallow and all this stuff. Maybe it's my mum because my mum's very much like that. You've got something hanging off of your lip, or it's anything, or you look like a character out of something. That's always been my humor. It's kind of shallow, and I do apologize for it. But I gotta be honest, that's my humor, innit? If you fall over, the first thing I'm gonna do is probably laugh. Then I'll come and help you. Just being honest, innit? That's why I rate Northside. That's why I'm literally crying every time he does his streams. And he's calling my margin boo and all them tips. People might feel like it's insulting and all that. I hear it. But it's fair game, innit? You can come and tell me uncle views, grey hair, inverted hairline. Come and do whatever you want. Do you understand? That's my humor, bro. That's why I put up that picture, because I looked at Andrea Berta today. I woke up, I said, yes, he's finally confirmed. Then I looked at him and I said, raw, why does he look like an extra out of the 30 Days a Night? Like, why is he looking like a vampire? Do I need to put the picture up again, gang? Just to show you, man. Yeah, and I went and made the picture myself because this is how my brain works. I'm sorry, guys, innit? That's all I can say. I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry, you know? Cuss me out, whatever you want to do, bro. I'm here for it. As long as we're not racist, then that's one thing I'm not on. But I'll cuss you out for how you look, innit? I'm sorry, that's just my humor, guy. Man said I hear you fully. I'm sorry. All I can do is apologize, man. That's why I find Northside so entertaining, bro. And this is my sense of humor, bro. Boom. You get me? Because this is what I woke up, bro. I looked at this picture. I look at the top of this guy's face, bro. Look at his eyes, bro. Look at his eyes and the nose and just the top. Like, does that not remind you of this? That was the first thing that come to my head, fam. Am I going mad? Am I going mad? Am I going mad? 30 Days of Night. You're telling me the top bit of his head don't look like the top bit of this head. Maybe I'm going mad, guys. Maybe I am. That's just my sense of humor. But like I said, if you trip or if you walk into the lamppost, I'm gonna crease first, innit? How about that? I might ask how you are after. Bro, I fell over in Amsterdam, bro. Fell over. You think anyone was asking me how I am, bro? They were belling up, bro. Even I was laughing. I still crack joke about it to this day. I can laugh at myself. I've got a possible cyst, a possible lipoma. It could be possibly cancer. I got it on my back right now. You know what I said? I said I'm carrying Voldemort. If any of you lot seen Harry Potter, yeah, was it Chamber of Secrets, where man undoes the turban? A man's got Voldemort on his back. If you see the lump on my back, I don't even know if you can see it through the. You can't even see it. That's the kind of person I am, bro. I can laugh at myself and I can laugh at you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like easily, bro. Big up Northside as well. Another hey, Northside, that's my guy, bro. I've only been on his channel once. I know he offers loads of people to go on through the watch alongs and that. So I do want to try and go on there a little bit more. But yeah, man, one of my favorites, bro. One of my favorites, bro. Because he sees things how I see it, bro. I will cuss your appearance. You can cuss mine. Shallow how? Whatever. Safe. You know, like that. I'm just being honest, man. Just being honest. But looks like they're coming out for the second half now, gang. It's actually started 20 seconds in. Jesus Christ. Man's just been waffling again. So let's try and get the AI score up at least, just so we can know what's going on. Big up my guy Tops as well. T Chanzo Sports. Probably doing a watch along for this game right now, if I'm being honest. He's doing some big stuff. So watch out for him on the channel. Definitely coming soon. And let's hope for a good half. Like I said, it weren't bad, it weren't great. As I said, you know, don't take it to heart, Kingdom. It's just I felt like it was just a bit more of an entertaining watch than yesterday's game. But that can change. It can get rubbish again. You know, that can change. But here we are, man. 45:30 on my clock. And in a real life, we've got 46:17. So just make sure that we're fully live so that any seconds, just refresh that bitch and wants to be fully live. Fully. Boy, we might even get penalties again. 46:02. Yeah, there we go. See, yeah, 40 odd. Yeah, 42 seconds behind, guys. So I do apologize about that, but it's about as best as I can do, gang. Yeah, big up 4-0 down. Big up Kingdom again, bro. That Robbie is something, bro. I never even used to mind him. I know he used to do a little MCing, you know, like even though he's pretty crap, like, you know, crucial Robbie. I never used to mind him. I literally, and even now, as much as I look at him and I want to do the Homer Simpson, you know, when he strangles Bart or just dash something at him. That's the feelings that I get when I watch this guy. And it's the same when I see Arteta as well. It's the same. But I rate what you've done. I'm not gonna, you see, like Saeed and them man, they're doing tier lists and saying mayor and all that kind of stuff. Like these men acting like they're the kings of YouTube. When anyway, I'm not gonna do that because put some respect on their name. Absolutely, but it's not the same channel anymore. Just like this ain't the same Arsenal, that isn't the same channel. We got Eros in the building, my brother. Hope you're well today. Salute each and every time, saying big up views on the crew. Big up, man. 4-0 down, bigging you up as well. Big up the gang geese that in the building. Make sure you hit the like for me, gang. Second half business, quarter final. Preston 0, Aston Villa 0. It's not been too bad. Couple of big chances for each side, but yeah, not been too bad. Not been great either, let's be honest, but not been too bad. That's not a penalty. Get up, Rogers, man. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. But yeah. So make one set. Just had to get the Zubi. But let's enjoy the Sunday, man. Arsenal's not playing. I'm pissed off about that. You get me? We're getting Nottingham Forest, we're getting Palace, we're getting teams going to Wembley. Eddie and Ketty are scoring, dunking on the man them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Obviously, Arsenal's not playing, so I can't complain, but I can complain because Arsenal's not playing. Like, why are we not in the competition? It's annoying, isn't it? Big up Kingdom of Boxing again. What's this new comment? I wasn't talking about entertainment. I was saying quality. Villa was giving the ball away in dangerous areas. Oh, what, in this game? I hear what you're saying, but I was talking about yesterday as well, bro, because the ball was going back and forward. Enough, bro. Enough. Like, I don't think Nottingham Forest or Brighton kind of like took proper control of the game. Like I said, and I was giving you lot praise as well because Nottingham Forest, like, they can comfortably play without even having the ball. Do you know what I mean? And then they transition and catch you on the counter attack. It was an all right game, like, you know, but on the whole, for it to go all the way to penalties, like, I was just, yeah, it didn't entertain me as much. And there's been some bad quality in this. There's also been some good quality in this, the same as your game, in my opinion. We all see the games different. You know, we're all individual people, so I respect it. They got 4-0 down. We could have brought through Heaven and sold Kivior for peas. I'm just clocking it. Bro, 18 years old. Why do you think these guys left? Cheeto never had not 1 minute in the first team. I don't know if Heaven did. I can't remember. But Cheeto never. And he went from being on whatever, £1,500 or whatever, or a couple of grand to getting 30 grand a week at Man United as a youngster who didn't even kick a ball in the first team. So when people want to tell me Ethan Nwaneri ain't worth 60 grand, give your head a wobble, innit? Scored for the England under-21s on his debut, scored a bag of goals for Arsenal, Champions League, Cup games, Premier League. Like, he's basically fucking saved the season, him and Skelly, for Arteta. So anyone trying to tell me this kid ain't worth 60 bags, give your head a wobble. However, it's like you literally have to be a player of that ilk. You've got to be a Nwaneri, a Skelly. We've got another player coming through called Max Dowman. Not quite old enough for this season. Probably see him a little bit next season. But unless you're a talent like that, and I mean like there is no way to come through at Arsenal. So when I see Cheeto leaving and Heaven leaving, I'm looking at Arteta like, and even let's be honest, guys. When Odegaard got injured and we was calling out for Nwaneri to get minutes, did he get any minutes? Barely. You know what I'm saying? Arteta don't trust any of these guys. He only plays them through necessity. Unless you're literally like world-class talent, bro, you're not making it through at Arsenal. None of our kids. So I don't blame any of them for going. When Ethan couldn't get in the squad over Odegaard when he was injured, yeah, and we're dying out for some creativity, and you're still not playing Ethan. I made a video telling Ethan, get out, leave the club. If you want to win, if you want to have a good career, leave, because you're not going to get that here. Now everyone's acting like, you got to be a top talent as a youth, and then you're only going to get used to save Arteta's job when he's fucked up elsewhere. Emil Smith-Rowe and Saka did it. Now it's Skelly and Nwaneri. You're telling me we couldn't have done with Cheeto now? Cheeto, I think he's like 6 foot or something. You're telling me we couldn't have done with him now? Scoring all of those goals that he was scoring. What's the other get? BRF or whatever. Couldn't do it. Oh, this is decent. Rashford. Oh, he's so shit. Or is he? Great save. That's probably the best chance of the game. Rashford should have put that away. Jesus Christ. He was like bustling through. Didn't have a great first touch, but still managed to get the ball and get a shot off. But yeah, just straight at the goalkeeper. Look, he done badly there, but it come back to him. I'm not sure what more he could have done, to be fair, but look, that first attempt at the ball was terrible. The second attempt, not too bad. Although maybe he could have slapped his whole foot through it. I don't know. What could he have done there, guys? The keeper made a great save, though. Made a great save. Sorry, let me get to some of these comments. Come up a little bit. Arteta's use of our squad is so painfully bad. He should have got a pay cut, not a right. Yeah, exactly. You You know, all of these different left backs, all of these different internal solutions. Yet you've only picked Skelly because he's got a left foot, by the way, and then yet this guy's come in and gone clear at left back. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. You know, one player's missing, you're making 2 or 3 changes to the squad. That fundamentally changes how we play. Thomas Partey at right back, there's no more overlap. Then you've taken the bite out of our midfield as well. And not only that, but he isn't defensively minded where he's going to be switched on for the whole 90 either. And then you want to throw him under the bus. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Nasty work, man. Nasty work. We got 4-0 down again. Ethan, Skelly, Chido, and Heaven should have all been rocking up. Exactly, bro. Exactly that. And then next season we'll bring Dowman into that and we're cooking. That's what I'm trying to say. Even now, yeah, Saka's back. Saka's back. What's going to happen to Ethan, bro? Because me, I'd put him on the left. I'd do something. He'd still be in this team. But guarantee he's going to warm the bench, bro. Guarantee. Or he'll play and then Saka will come on for Ethan and it will just be like straight swap and Ethan will be, you know what I mean? And then the moment Saka starts starting games, Ethan's going to be back on the bench. So another free kick. Who's that for? Aston Villa? Preston a bit, yeah, because Villa have been up in the pace a little bit more and Preston been caught out a bit. So they want to be careful. The referee's actually doing quite well. He's not giving out bare yellow cards. Looks like somebody's injured for Preston North End as we speak. Is it Whittingham or don't even know his name? Disgraceful. Absolutely, my bro. Absolutely. That Dowman Ute is cold. Yeah, bro. And I've been watching, bro, because they've been putting a couple of those games on YouTube. The under 18s, the under whatever 16s. And so I watch all of those games just looking for Dowman, bro. Like we've got a lot of players at Arsenal that are shit. Yeah. But Dowman, every time I watch, it don't matter if Arsenal were the worst side, because we played Man United, we lost that game in the FA Cup, but Dowman was still one of the best players on the pitch. Like Dowman is cold. You know what I'm saying? Cold. I would have wanted to see him even play this season, but he's too young. Close, yeah. Big up Kingdom. Marcus Rashford, very close there. Big up E-Ross. Big up every time. 4-0 down. Hope you're well. Yeah, man. Big up everyone. Community settings. So everyone show each other love. If you do content and you want to share your page, just put the link in there, especially if you're a mod. You get me? Follow up all the people as well. Love for the love. That's how we're doing it. Big up 4-0 down. I just hope Arteta ain't there when he finally gets a chance to play. Yeah, because he'll kill him, bro. Max Dowman expresses himself. And Arteta don't like any of that, innit? So definitely kill him, in my humble opinion. We are going to be back for the Bournemouth Man City game. I am going to be supporting Bournemouth in that. I haven't supported any team in any of these games, but you're playing against Man City. I'm supporting you. We are going to be back for that. I thought that was 5:15, but it's 4:30. So I am aware. I am aware. And we will be here, guys. We will be here. I'm good, bro. Hope you're well too, my guy. Yeah, man. Big up, big up. Views past that zoo over, bro. I wish I could, bro. And I ain't even properly lighted it yet, bro. This is like a it's a 0.5. That's like the minimum that I put in my zoots. That's why I go through like a quarter. A queue will last me 2 days. If there's any smokers in here, let me know what dragon level you're at. You know, like that. Because my zoots, minimum 0.5. And a queue will last me like 2 days. Man said, let me light up my spliff and cheer on Preston. Boy, yeah, fuck it. Even Preston. I said I haven't supported no team, but I've got to support Preston, innit? They're the only like non-Premier League team still, innit? Where Man City play Bournemouth. I'm an Iriola guy, you know, like that. 100%. Man said, hit it for me, yeah, man. Big up 4-0 down. Make me want to smoke again. Wish I could. Hey, I'm about to be 41 next month. Forget me. My family and that tell me, why are you smoking or whatever. Oh, look like Rashford scored. Sorry, I'll just being interrupted there quickly. Too late, my guy. Yeah, look, Rashford. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? He's actually doing well for Aston Villa. He's actually doing well for Aston Villa. Finally got a goal. Has he scored? Has he scored for Villa already? I know he's been playing very, very well for them. Very well for them. And this Man United fans are gonna be pissed. Oh no, he's onside. He's onside. Onside. Look, even AI scores late. You've only just heard the cheer then. Look at this, man. He should have scored the other one where the keeper saved it, and then he scores this one, which I think is probably a bit harder. But that's what he should have done the first time around. That put it into the corner. Good finish, man. Well done, Marcus Rashford. Man United fans are going to be pissed, bro. But there we go, man. We got a goal. We got a goal. You know, 58 minutes on the clock, 59 minutes I've got. So just under an hour. And we've got a goal. I feel sorry for Preston. But now they got to throw the sink in it. If they've got a sink, they've got to dash it, bro. There you go, man. There you go. Villa got people that can come on and you get me, and score goals. You know what I mean? Big up Marcus Rashford, man. Yeah, too late, my guy. My apologies, man. Even AI score was late. So I was watching the goal before there was even a cheer. So it's what happens when you're using the internet. Because like I said, guys, I don't even have TV plugged in. You know, that kind of aerial that you plug your terrestrial telly into, there's not even a wire. When the TV license people come to my yard, I'm holding open the door like, come in, guys, come in, welcome. You know what I mean? Would you like a cup of tea? Because you can't charge me no TV license, bro. How about that? Oh shit, they could have scored again. Someone who, oh my days, no way. Is that Morgan Rogers? Man saying it's over. What, did they score again? The AI scores late as well. Is it a penalty? Penalty. Oh my days. Oh my days. I'm still waiting to see it. I'm still waiting to see it. It's a penalty. Morgan Rogers just had a shot saved. That looked like a soft penalty though, man. It's definitely all over now for Villa. Rogers again on the floor. Rogers is good though. I take Rogers at Arsenal. I'm pretty sure that was another player that was at City, right? And Lego Head came from City and it didn't bring none of these players. Good back heel. Oh, that is soft, man. Oh, that is just like bad timing. That is soft. I mean, technically, yeah, but that's hella soft, man. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Man said no way. Yeah. I don't know if you're saying no, that it's not a penalty, or just no way you're surprised that it was a penalty given or called. Morgan Rogers, yeah. Oh no, it wasn't the keeper. He shot it at a defender. That was a terrible. Hey, that was terrible, bro. Rashford taking it. Man could have a brace, bro. Man could have a brace out here. But once again, gang, definitely going to be doing the next watch along because it's Macaulay Culkin settings, you know. Have a fucking family, and half the time they're not even here, bro. I'm sitting alone in the house, bro. I'm gonna have to go and get some popcorn and open another Pepsi can and just jump on the sofa. You're getting mad, bro. Macaulay Culkin settings, bro. Because it's Mother's Day. Like, my missus is attached to the hip with her mum. I don't even know who I'm with. Am I with her or her and her mum? Her mum ain't even bad as well. I'm not even gonna cap. We got 4-0 down, views, laugh out loud. Man came from City and brought nobody. Fact, that's what I'm trying to say, bruv. No one. Not Delap, not a Cole Palmer, not a Rodgers. Like, nobody, bruv. Rashford must have scored it, right? I'm watching him take it now. I've not heard no cheer yet, though. So how far behind am I? Maybe not too far, guys. Good penalty from Rashford. Good penalty. You don't know that kind of run up and stop. Are they even allowed to do that, bro? I suppose he didn't stop dead, but it looked like it for a little bit. But it's a brace. It's a brace for Marcus Rashford, man. Big him up. Man United fans pissed everywhere. Oh my days. The crowd just, the camera just went to a shot of the crowd, yeah? Aston Villa fans. There was a young boy with a flat cap on, looking like a granddad, bro. That's what it's like in Birmingham, bro. What's man talking about? He's like 10 years old going on 50, bro. Man's doing that flat cap and that. Let me wear that. Uncle Views, bro. Look, now you're hearing the score. Mad late. AI scores normally on point as well, but it's 2-0 Aston Villa. It's a good penalty from Rashford, but I felt like the little run and stop was a bit, you know. But well done, Rashford, man. Look, this guy. Look, look, Benjamin Button with the black flat cap on. Hey, he looks like he's about 11 or 12, but he also looks like he has bitter at the pub, fam. Do you know, like that? Like Birmingham's a different place, gang. Telling you that now. I would have taken Marco. Of course, of course. Even if he went and got Rashford on a loan. You know, we were desperate, bro. We were desperate. I didn't want him when that was all the talk because I was thinking we still might get Gyökeres or someone. And I'm like, yeah, fuck, I don't want Rashford. No one talked to me about Rashford, this, that, and the third, this, that, and the third. But look how it went, bro, in January. Look how it went. You telling me this Rashford that we're watching right now wouldn't have cooked? I didn't want him, bro. And I was falling victim the same way I didn't want Sterling. Like, no, wash, don't want him, this, that, and the other. But it just goes to show you that sometimes the players just need a new lease of life. Rashford is taking his opportunity. Meg Sterling is just sitting there with a sweaty beanie on still. Do you know what I mean? Just stealing a living. You know, Rashford shits all over Meg Sterling at this point in time, right now in 2025. Like, what's man talking about? I was saying to Abs, you know, we had a disagreement about that. You know, because he was saying he don't want to take Rashford, and I was saying I don't want to take Rashford. But I said, look, if you think about it, you know, put Rashford on our left. He does better than Martinelli. He might not track back as much as Martinelli, but he's definitely going to do more going forward. And you're right, Eros. I would 100% taken Asensio. I was vexed. Look what Villa done. Villa had all these PSR problems apparently, and look at what they done in the summer. Look at what they done in January, bro. It's embarrassing if you're an Arsenal fan. Big up 4-0 down. Roast once again. If we knew Havertz was an option, then there is so many man I'd have taken. Pause. Yeah, no, absolutely, bro. Even Kudos at the same time. You know, 35 million from Ajax or whatever. We said, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to go and get 65 million wash up reject Havertz at Chelsea, bro. Like, make it make sense, bro. Please. He's going to die on that hill, bro. Die on that sword, man. 100%. But I'm with you, bro. Oh, Ross. Okay, fair play. Once again, if we knew Havertz was an option. Yep. I get you, man. He's going to die on that sword, man, saying facts, bro. Absolutely. He's going to die on it, bro. And watch now. Because man signed him to a 5-year deal, you know. 290 a week, you know. So if anyone's going to go, it will be Gabriel James, even if we can get anyone to take him. And then if we do, Sesko's already turned us down twice. Do you think he wants to come and play behind Kai Havertz? He's turned us down, guys. But if we do get a Sesko or a Gyökeres or anyone like that, yeah, what are you going to do with Havertz? Is he going to be the backup striker, which I wouldn't mind? But he's not going to be. They're going to try and squeeze him back in that 8, and then we are fucked, bro. I'm telling you this. All 2024. We just want to see Partey, Rice, and Odegaard. Can you imagine that midfield trio? It's what we've been waiting for. Double pivot, Rice and Partey, Odegaard in front of them. It's gonna bang. And have we ever seen it, bro? Then we come on the next season, and then we're playing 3 across the middle. There ain't even a double pivot no more. You don't even know what to do with your £105 million signing. Like, who's running the club, bruv? Ronald McDonald, bruv. Oh, shit. That's probably going to be a booking. Rodgers again. He's causing problems, man. He's causing problems for Preston. He's a fucking very good... He will cook for Arsenal. Absolutely cook, bro. Could you imagine like a Rodgers and a Rice in a double pivot? That would cook. Rodgers has got all the creatives. So he can go forward. And Rice is just there cleaning up everything, bruv. Horse. Pause. Up and down, up and down. Eros is out. That signing fucked everything up, my bro. Literally fucked everything up, my bro. Everything. It really did. Just bear with me a minute. Just trying to read this WhatsApp message. But yeah, here we go, man. Looks like this game is done and dusted. Preston, it's Villa that still got the ball. They're G'd up now. Moving the ball very quick. Very good. Now we're starting to see some quality from Villa. Preston gave it a good go, man, but I think the quality was just showing a bit too much. Villa actually seemed like they're up for this game today as well. You know, Emery got them well drilled. You know, they want to get to a semi. They want to get to Wembley. How can you blame, man? We got a man in the group saying, is it going to be Bertie or Liberty? We don't know. Booing at Deepdale. Rashford in. Bro, maybe we're just sick of United, innit? Maybe we're just sick of United, fam. How about that? Maybe we're just sick of United, innit? Let's have it right. We know their fans are on some racist thing. Listen, there's racist fans at the Arsenal as well. Every club. Absolute disgrace, by the way, but maybe we just fed up. Look at Anthony. I don't know what he's doing. I think he went to Real Betis and just started cooking and that. Like, maybe it's Man United, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you that right now. We got 4-0 down. We was looking like changed men, yeah, and that one signing changed everything. Yep, Aura gone. Aura gone. Then we had a summer with the Spanish Earthworm Jim and Calafiori, bruv. Arsenal's next top model and that. Like, absolute rubbish. No one was asking for them players. Oh, Rodgers, another good save from the keeper there. Yeah, it's looking like Villa's gonna get the next goal rather than Preston, which is a shame. I would have liked Preston to have gone through, but Villa's played well. I can't lie. Big up Godfrey, Una Emery getting a tune out. But that's what I'm trying to say. Getting a tune out of Asensio, getting a tune out of Marlon, you know, getting a tune out of Duran when he was there. Ollie Watkins, like, come on, bro. Morgan Rogers, Tielemans. Remember Tielemans? Arsenal was, oh, we don't want Tielemans. He's cooking at Villa. Like, my God, bro. It's annoying, bro. Big up Kingdom of Boxing. Who would you rather play, Villa or City? In what? Just in general? I'd rather play City, to be honest with you. I feel like Una Emery's got our number, bro. I'm going to be terribly honest. Like, if we get through the Champions League, sorry, I'm just going to sit back because my legs are hurting. If we get through the Champions League, right, we might be playing Villa if they beat PSG. We've seen Villa beat Bayern. You know, don't count out Una Emery in it, especially in Europe. So any one of those teams would be hard. But if you're just talking about just any one-off game, I think I'd rather play City. Purely because I feel like Emery's got our number 100%. Is that free? Is that free? That's a good goal, man. And the cup ties finish. It's 3-0. AI scores a little bit behind me. That was a great finish. Who actually scored that? Who actually scored it? Not Konza Move. I'm trying to see him, man. I don't know him by his face. Ramsey, I think. Yeah, like I said, ever since the second goal, Preston have not been in the game. He's just held off his man there, outside of the area or just inside, and then just put it in the bottom corner. Keeper couldn't do much. That was a great goal. Look, see Ramsey, another good player from midfield, driving forward, doing what our players can't do. You know, who's the scouts at Arsenal, bruv? Who does the talent ID? This no. We're a bit late, bro. We're a bit late. But big up Villa. Let's see if it gives me any reactions. There we go. Big up Villa. But yeah, to answer your question, bro, I'd probably rather play Man City. I think we can get at Man City. You know, Man City are too dumb to try and play low block against us. You know what I mean? So I'd rather play City, to be honest. Tielemans coming off. Yeah, ringing out the changes. 3-0, man. Villa. Put Preston in a spliff, but I think Mings is coming off. Marlon's coming on. Look, Asensio coming off. They've just got options, bro. Why is their team looking like it's two processes in front of ours? Yeah, Villa cooking them now. Absolutely, man. Big up every time. Yeah, Godfrey and E. Ross bigging themselves up. I am watching the City game, bro. So I will be back for the next live. All good, bro. Hope you're well. Yeah, man. Big up the gang. Community settings. Yep. Villa cooking them now. After the second, I'm like, Preston need to throw everything at it. But you could see they weren't getting on the ball. Villa were moving it around, like the quality was starting to show. And now look, the quality in their squad, bro. They're bringing on Marlon. They're taking off Asensio. Like, yeah, old Dracula Unai, bro. He's about to suck another team out of the cup, bro. You know what I mean? It's another semi-final under his belt. Big Unai, you know. Preston Peterborough, yeah. Put in a spliff, bro. And then now they're just conceding free kicks and shit. Like, the game's done, bro. The game's done now. Big up Villa, man. Just like Crystal Palace, 3-0. Someone said 3-0. Who said 3-0? Who said 3-0? Was it E. Ross? Someone said 3-0 AFC always. Someone was in the chat and I was asking, what do you think the score's going to be with Preston? Is it either yesterday or the day before? Someone just come out and said Villa 3-0. And here it is, bro. They should have put a bet on that. They should have put a bet on that, man. But Villa's done all right. And they got good players and they got a good manager. And, you know, they sold Duran for big P, so that might have sorted out their PSR problem. So listen, Villa will be in and about it this season. You know, top 6, I think. Trust me. Big up 4-0 down. The only person that drived with the ball at Arsenal from midfield was ESR, yeah, to a degree. Or he'd drop the shoulder and let the ball run. Exactly. Declan Rice ain't really any good on the half turn. You know, Partey has a little forward run every now and then, but obviously the legs ain't the same. So you know what I mean. You're looking at Ramsey. You're looking at Morgan Rogers. Are you telling me these man wouldn't cook in our team, bro? In a double pivot with Rice. Bang! Oh shit! So yeah, the Villa's just lining it up now, man. Preston, like this could get dark. Big up Evos. Yeah, it was you. I knew someone did. Big yourself up, my guy. You should have put a bet on, bro. Here it is. I was like 3-0. Like, don't get me wrong. I think I was saying it could be that because obviously it's Premier League against lower league opposition. But I was just thinking the magic of the cup. Preston might be G'd up, you know, like that. But nah, man. It started off a lot more even. Villa was lacking some quality, like Kingdom said. But nah, man. Preston in a spliff. Preston Peterborough, you know, like that. As 4-0 said, man. And it could be more. It could be 4-0. Imagine. Villa have some ballers. Big ballers, bro. Big ballers. And our talent ID is shit. You look at Nottingham Forest. You look at Brighton. You look at all these teams, bro. Bournemouth. Look at their talent ID, bro. I'd take bare players from each of these teams at Arsenal right now. And a lot of them would walk into the squad. So anyone trying to say, oh, look at the team that Arteta's got, don't tell me that. That's his team. He built it. So don't tell me that it's not good and it's shit and all the rest, because that's what he built. And then, yeah, so you're telling me about he's overachieving with this squad. No, he isn't. This is his squad. He built it. He ain't overachieving. And then if you're going to try and tell me what can Arteta do with this squad because it's so shit, well, it's his squad. Again, he built it. He brought all these players here, bro. So if it's shit, it's because he's shit. Or he chose shit players. Facts, bro. Like, what the fuck, man? I don't think there's nowhere to hide from this little dickhead next season. I want him gone this year. He's not going to lift the trophy with the big ears. He's not going to win the Premier League. Therefore, go, bruv. Let Berta work with a new Don. That's what I want to happen. But I know it isn't going to happen. But next season, where can this guy hide, bro? What's the excuses going to be next season? It's going to be over 6 years next season, you know, because we're nearly coming up for 5.5 years. I get so vexed, bro. I get so vexed, man. I do apologize. I'm not trying to rant at people directly. I'm just vexing it. Like, this is some bullshit. So I'm trying to be excited about Berta. Like I said, I hope it ain't Bert from Sesame Street. I hope it's Godfather Berta, innit? Like, he don't even talk. He just looks and points. And you can just hear the Godfather music playing in the back. That's all I want to see, bruv. But because of the PTSD that I have, I warn everybody. Arteta has won every battle at this club. I'm hoping this is one that he doesn't win, but he's won every battle at this club. Try no, innit? Try no. So I'm hoping this shakes up Arteta as well. Guys, look, Ollie Watkins about to come on. This is wild, bro. This is wild. 3-0 and Ollie Watkins ain't even on the pitch, fam. They got rid of Duran. There is more goals to come. Yeah, there might be, my bro. 4-0 said the same thing, and just like his name, it might be 4-0. If anyone's going to score next, it's going to be Villa. Although that was a mistake there. Little bit sloppy. Preston, nah, they ain't got enough going forward, to be honest with you. Their best bet was to try and do that mad cross they were doing in the first half. Still balloons on the pitch. They're pissing me off as well, man. Pop that shit. But yeah, game over, man. Game over, man. 78 minutes, 3-0. It's done, man. Saying 1000%. Yeah, fair play. Pretty sure that might have been to what I was saying regarding the squad. Big up E-Rosh, you know, anything goes in FA Cup views, so you never know. Preston could have taken this one. Yeah, no, they could have as well. Just felt with Villa's depth, they would go. You know, absolutely. But with Villa, that's the one thing. I mean, they have been good enough to be up there, top 6, top 8, all that kind of stuff. But I feel like their consistency has been a little bit off this year. And I was just kind of hoping on the magic of the cup, you know, like quarterfinals. Preston, the only non-Premier League team in the cup. So I was just hoping, bro. But I could have very easily said, yeah, it could have been this, could have been that. But no, you done very well to call it, bro. And here we are, 3-0. Is that Rodgers down again? No, Ramsey. Yeah, but Preston they're giving away a lot of free kicks now. I think they're getting tired. Villa are moving it very quick, guys. So yeah, their quality showing. More changes now. Ollie Watkins coming on for the last 10 minutes. He might make it 4-0. Is that Matty Cash coming off? So we've got a Spanish defender coming on. Who's this? 22. Rashford coming off. This is mad. You think Arsenal can do this? We ain't even got depth like that. It's a good goal from Rashford, man. He got his goal, scored a great penalty. Brace. These players are helping them in their season, win games in the league, get to semi-finals. January signings, people. But yeah, absolutely right, E-Ross. Big yourself up. Big up BX in the building. Hope you're well. But this has been the time of some of our fans' lives. Yeah, fans that are not here anymore, bro. Just get out of here, bro. And then you want to pick arguments with my regulars and that. Nah, mate. It's community settings over here. We don't have to agree. Don't have to agree, but yeah, if you start being too much of a problem, you're out the door. But big up BX, big up E-Ross. Problem is Arsenal could have Lionel Messi and it still wouldn't matter. Problem is Arteta. Very good point. I believe that as well. You know, the system that he plays. Psh. So yeah, very good point, my bro. Rodgers went off, bro. Or did he? He went off. Who come on for him? Did Ramsey come on for Rodgers? I'm watching it off my phone, innit? So they all kind of look the same, unfortunately. Anyone yellow like me, bro? Do you remember that was it Kieran Gibbs and Oxlade-Chamberlain thing? I think it was like Kieran Gibbs that made the foul and Chamberlain got the yellow card. That's like, oh, they all look the same. Villa again. Oh, Lord, that could have been the 4th. Watkins, terrible shot there from Watkins. He said, no, Ramsey started as well. That's what I'm saying, bro. Man's all over the place with it. But Ramsey and Rodgers, obviously, from a distance, they look the same. Even Watkins was looking a little bit like Rodgers there when he first started making his run. Terrible shot, though, from Watkins. But just coming back from a knee injury. Yeah, it's done for Preston, man. But big up Preston. Quarterfinals. Can't, you know, Arsenal didn't get to the quarterfinals. So big up Preston, man. And said, we have extraordinary depth, my bro, at left back. Yeah, imagine. And people are looking at it all wrong as well because Zinni shouldn't even be in that category. But it's just another mistake that Arteta's made, my guy. But yeah, you're absolutely right, bro. That's all we've got on our bench is goalkeepers and left backs, bro. It's ridiculous. Ramsey started as well. You said facts. Left back is packed to the brim. And this summer they're still talking about getting a left back. Yeah, because Kieran Tierney, our only proper left back's about to go, bro. So imagine with all of this left back shit, we still need a left back. Like it's wild. It's wild. But for me personally, I would leave the defense this year because I don't feel like Arsenal are gonna spend the money that we need to spend. And I feel like if we're being realistic, we need to place higher priority on the midfield and the attacking options and getting a goalkeeper. So centre defender and left back, I probably would leave that maybe until January, or like I said, because we need to get in about 6 to 7 players, and make 4 or 5 of them buys and then 2 or 3 of them loans, and then come January we start again. You know what I'm saying? And try and fill up the plot because that's what we always do. Like we're now in a situation as well where people are asking like, oh, Gabriel Magalhaes might be going to Saudi. So again, then we're gonna start fucking up our defense that we've just built up. Do you understand? And now we need a striker again. So we're always missing the jigsaw puzzle. And as Curtis says, big up Curtis Shaw, it's like you go to put a piece at the top of the puzzle and you keep dislodging the piece at the back. So every time you think you're finished, we're not. And that's Arsenal in a nutshell. We need to have a series of transfer windows where we lock this shit up. We get our final build. Because even now, we need a rebuild, but we ain't even finished building. We ain't won nothing, and we still need the positions. That's why I feel this summer's going to be monumental. I also feel Newcastle are going to spend crazy. Um, Man United will probably spend because even them, they didn't spend. They didn't have no money, but they got a couple loans in. Yeah, they bought Cheeto. They got some bodies to come and help them. And before Heaven got injured, he was balling out for Man United. Like, even Spurs. Daniel Levy weren't even on this planet. He was on the moon. He was somewhere else, bro. He was in the stars, bro. But man came back at the end of January and said, "Oh, right, what we need bodies. Here's 3 bodies." Danzo. They got the new keeper, and then they got fucking Tell. 3 players. Even Spurs. Tell's a non-obligation, by the way. So there's no excuses, bro. No excuses, bro. Big up 4-0 down. How can a team that plays inverted full backs not play a back three? Yeah, but are you getting paid 15 million a year? How do you know things like that? But Arteta don't. Is that gonna be a corner? No. The game's petering out. I don't think there'll be a lot of injury time. Just end the stream, that kind of shit. But yeah, no, I'm with you, bro. I'm in tears. This manager kills me. Yeah, absolute joker, bro. Just like we're all saying, how are we going to line up against Madrid with the players that we got? You might want to put Martinelli through the middle to keep their defenders honest and to keep them worried about the pace and things like that. And we're doing all this talking, and Shane just said, look, bro, we know what this guy's going to do. What's the point? We know what he's going to do. You're going to see Moreno up front. You're going to see the same midfield. Like, it's ridiculous. Against PSV, why did we not see mad changes? Like, why did we not see Nathan Butler Oyedeji, bro? 22 years old, by the way. I'm like, is this guy a football player or is he our mascot? Because I never see him on the pitch, bro. Fucking mad, bro. This Arteta, brother. Yeah, man. He's an absolute prick, bro. Lego hair. I can't stand looking at him now. I don't want to see you smiling. I don't want to see you sad. I just want to see you gone, bro. How about that? That's what I want to see, bro. Let's get the fuck out of here, bro. Big up 4-0. Fam, not playing that kid, even though he's 22, is nasty. Yeah, we even still calling him a kid. He's not a kid, bro, in footballing terms. Because you've got to remember, players are looked at as old the moment they hit 30, bro. So when you're talking 22, 23, that's really prime ages, bro. Like, you start playing football from when you're like 7, 8, you get signed up. You get professional 15, 16. By the time you're 22, bro, like, you should be established in your team, innit, one way or the other, whether you're someone who comes on off the bench or whether you're someone who features regular or whatever, starter. Saka's 23. Calafiori's 22 or 23. You understand what I'm saying? Ethan Wanyeri's 17. Look what he's doing, bro. It's nasty work what they're doing to that kid. And I'm still calling him a kid. He's not a fucking kid. That's because he gets treated like a kid. Like, why? He's just like, what's the dinosaur mask? I'm like, bro, has the mascot forgot his uniform, bro? Because I've seen this guy on our bench all the time. He never kicks a ball. We were 7. You think we was going to lose by 6 goals or more at home to PSV? Why was you not playing all of the kids, bro? That's crazy, man. Crazy, crazy work. Because you don't trust any of these guys. But these are the guys that you put together. Therefore, Arteta, you're the problem. Anyway, 88 minutes on the clock. Probably 89 minutes in our real life, yeah. Game coming to the end, 3-0 down. You know, we're just going through the motions at this point. Big up Villa. Unlucky to Preston. I did want to see Preston go through, but it is what it is. When I saw his age, I nearly dashed my foot. Bro. And we done a big show, like loads of Arsenal fans. I think I even said it on there, like, one of the shows, man. The guy's 22 years old. He identifies as a striker. If you want, you don't identify as a midfielder, bruv. You're telling me he's not going to have better instincts in front of goal than fucking the Spanish earthworm Jim, who's never up front, by the way. Left, right, dropping back into midfield, everywhere but where you need to be. It's crazy to me, bro. Someone who identifies as a striker can't get on in front of a CDM. Deflected from Ramsey there, nearly 4 for Villa. Yeah, unlucky Preston, man. Couldn't believe what I was seeing, bro. Honestly, man, it's a joke, bro. And it's just this Arteta guy again. Some of our best youth getting picked by other teams. They're featuring for other teams. Like, it's crazy, bro. Crazy work. Just imagine if Nathan was here, views. Hey, bro. Thing is, I couldn't because I got rid of him, innit? You know what I mean? But I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, bro. Probably be chatting the world of wash, you know what I mean? Because Arteta is his Jesus, isn't it? He said it's like a religion for him. These are the top gooners, bro. And he's not young either. He's trying to say he's an 80s baby, bro. So he's not like some of these new plate supporters. He's not like that. Crazy, man. Crazy, 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 crazy. Oh, because I go to the game, I know more about football than you do. Like, I've been to so many games, bruv, in my life. It means nothing, bro. Half the time you get better angles watching it at home. Let's be honest. Guys chatting bare shit, fam. But anyway, I digress. I said, fam, that's legit why I called him a kid, because of his fair play. Yeah. I find myself doing it as well. He's treated like a kid, but he just ain't. You know, true or false. When you get to 30, people are looking at you sideways. Yeah, your contracts start going down. It's not the same type of love, is it? You know what I'm saying? So how can you be a kid at 22? So when is your prime then? Do you know what I mean? So, but I get you, bro. I get you. And I do the same thing mentally, because that's how they're treating him. Exactly right. Exactly right. A religion for him, Jesus. Yeah, bro. You're saying Jesus Christ, bro. Mikel Arteta. Don't say Jesus Christ. Jesus Arteta or Mikel Christ. He's literally told me it's like a religion for me. You know, like grown men going to get drunk, all wearing the same garms, dancing and singing in synchronization, bro. That's a bit fruity to me. When you say it like that, it's a bit fruity. Don't get me wrong. I used to do the same thing, bro. And I love going to games and all that kind of stuff, you know? So I get it. But come on, bro. To try and say it's a religion. Certain men are paying for their season ticket and they're not even putting shoes on their kids' feet. I stopped paying for mine because I couldn't afford it. And plus, I didn't believe in this club anymore. My dad as well, because me and my dad shared it. Aston Villa through though, game's done, people. 3-0. Put Preston in a spliff, to be honest with you. So well done, Preston. Well done, Villa, and unlucky Preston. They huffed and they puffed, but they just didn't have enough. They had a great chance in the first half. Could have been 1-0 to Preston. Might have been a whole different game. But as it stands, it wasn't to be, people. It really wasn't. Villa through to Wembley now, semi-final on the cards. And I think after the next game, I am doing it, guys. So please make sure you come back and join me for Bournemouth against Man City. Let's go, Bournemouth. But I believe after today, it should actually be the draw in it for the semi-finals, because every team would have played and we would have known who's through. I'm pretty sure that's right. Am I going mad? I might be going mad. But someone asked me about the draw yesterday. And I'm like, nah. It makes sense that would be today because the other games would have played, innit? And Eid Mubarak to all my Muslim. I'm not Muslim. I'm not any religion. I respect it in terms of, you know, some people need religion to help them in life and it gives them something to believe in. And I respect it for that. But other than that, I just feel like religion's like just another control mechanism. I don't need a book or an imaginary person to tell me to not trouble kids or, you know, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say, innit? It's okay, honey. Please try and eat. Tell Stacey Happy Mother's Day. I ain't telling her nothing, bro. Happy Mother's Day. She ain't my mum. That's how it is with me and the missus now, bro. When you've been together 16 years, bro, it's like we're married, bro. It's just nothing but tit for tat. It's like Victor Meldrew and his missus, you know, like that. Here's me doing up Home Alone, like sitting on my own. My daughter's birthday, they've been out for 3 days, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was her birthday on Friday. But I digress. Big up everyone, man. Love for the love, man. Trust me. Just to know that even though if there's 1 or 2 people that come and we can have a chin wag, it helps me get through the game, innit? So I big you up each and every time. Please make sure you're hitting the like. Like I said, we are back. We are back for the Man City Bournemouth game. Bournemouth at home. Come on, Bournemouth. Yeah, we'll be back just before 4:30. So come and join me, man. I'll put the link out. Someone can come on and have a chin wag if they want. You don't have to have the cameras on. I'm only in phase 1 of this streaming thing. Yeah. All this tier list. I'm still in phase 1. I ain't even got shit in the background, so we don't mind if the camera's off over here. Come and help me get through this community service, man. But boom, I'm gonna smoke my zoo, go toilet, have some refreshments, get ready for this next game, and we will see you then. Eros is saying 100%. 4-0 saying Medea. Big yourself up, my brother. Eros. Women have a birth weekend. Bro, they were trying to say it's my birthday week. I said, fuck off. Friday was actually her birthday. They went out. They went down Camden. They went Wagamama's. Then yesterday, they went out again. They went Flip Out. They went sushi or something like that with a couple of friends. Like, her birthdays cost me like a monkey, bro. £500. Today, they went to Brent Cross. They've already had bubble tea and Korean hot dogs. The Korean hot dogs are like £10 to £15 a pop. It's been mad. And now they've gone back out again. Going back down to Camden. My missus is going to see her mum. They're all chilling together. Lovely. Me, fucking Macaulay Culkin settings, man, just at home alone with the popcorn and the Pepsis, like, fucking hell, bruv. You know what I mean? But hey, I won't complain too much, you know, like that. Pick up Eros, man. But look, let me go. I'm gonna hit the toilet, refresh, all them things there. Probably be back about 4:15 or maybe even 4 o'clock. We'll see. But we'll be back for the next game. Peace and love, everyone. Hit the like on the way in or way out, and we'll see you back for the next game, people.